Alright, so I'm recording this partially for posterity's sake and because I don't like taking notes, and partially because, somebody might like it and maybe I want to upload it someday. Who freaking knows? And I'm recording this on my own right now, right this second, because somehow, and don't ask me how, because I've never encountered this problem before, somehow the Session 0 half of Session 0 and Session 1 was lost, even though they were recorded at the same time, and the second half is there. I don't understand it. It's very strange. All I can figure is that I configured something wrong with the because I used a couple different kinds of software to record the different layers of the audio. I must have configured something wrong somewhere. It's on me, is my point. So here we are. This is our live play. It's not very structured. It's kind of loosey-goosey. We are very much the type of people who play the game such that if something is pretty cool, you can probably do it. I think that lends itself to an interesting play style, but I mean that's really up to anyone who might happen to view this as at any point in the future. And all the stuttering is why I don't do a lot of off the cuff stuff. It gets better. It gets better when I'm actually just talking to my friends. You guys will see. Anyway, I built the world that we're going to be playing in. So even though my friend Synthetic SETI is going to be DMing primarily the story stuff, I'm going to be DMing the world stuff. So I want to introduce you guys to the world first and foremost. This campaign is the Heroes of Byzantia, Byzantia being a country on the continent of Equian, a place where legend says life began. While none take stock in those legends anymore in modern times, Equian is still a lush land that is cherished by its population. It has a long and storied history of which the average citizen knows a small amount, and this is that small amount. Summarized, that known history is one of war, conquest, and the efforts to atone for both. It begins in ancient times when men came from overseas and blended with the humans already living in the north and northeast territories of the southern half of the broken continent of Equian. I'll put some maps up here while I'm talking. They worked their way into the ruling structure of the human civilization and stoked their desire for power and territory, and soon humanity began to force its neighbors under its flag. This was not always without its benefits for the assimilated peoples, but those benefits were never worth the loss of freedom and culture which accompanied them. Eventually, this expansion brought humanity in conflict with Corwood to the west and Orcania to the east, and war broke out in earnest. Corwood being a country of dwarves and Orcania being a country of, well, I'm sure you can guess. Even with its armies swollen with conquered peoples, historians agree that Byzantia was too eager. They advanced too quickly, which led to a prolonging of conflict. Countless lives were lost on all sides, and those losses would have continued to mount if not for the falling of the Sky Stone. Its impact digging out what would come to be called the Valley of Dragons, as the sparse and long-lived dragons didn't really have much of a society up to that point, eventually settling within that valley. Seeing the fall of what men at the time thought was a celestial body, technically it was, being a meteor, the people of Equian were humbled and the fighting stopped for an entire age, during which Byzantia and Corwood solidified their hold on their territories and existed side by side in peace. Meanwhile, Orcania developed into a tribal society of Vikings and pirates that often beat its chest at the others, but mostly kept to itself. Then came the Second Era, when a new royal family rose to power within Byzantia. They renewed the old conquests, spreading beyond their territory along North Equian's southern coast into the wild buffer between Byzantine territory and the forests of the northern wood elves. During this time, they assimilated more peoples into their own society, afraid that Byzantia would war again on a large scale. The other non-dwarven races within the Great Range, where Corwood is located, with only a couple of exceptions, bid for Corwood's protection and formed the Corwood Alliance, which still exists in a more official capacity in modern times. This expanded dwarven territory into the north of the continent as well, and seemed to leave Byzantia hesitating to challenge Corwood, as had been their plan. Then, suddenly, Byzantia's hesitancy disappeared, and they began to push so hard that the entirety of the Great Range seemed to be under siege. And they didn't stop until the very seat of their power, the King's Hold, and all of the land around it became so corrupted that the entire region grew toxic. Not knowing where this corruption had come from, they were forced to move west and establish a new capital in the center of their territory, leaving the King's Hold behind to become the Black Hold, which remains today crumbling and cast in eternal shadow. No one knows how this happened or why, even in modern times, but the ruling family of Byzantia believed it to be punishment for their misdeeds and immediately sued for peace, pledging to make amends no matter how long it took. The people of Corwood accepted that bid for peace, if only tentatively, and the ruling family proved true to their word. Extensive exchange programs grew out of the initial treaty, leading to the beginnings of a loose alliance that Byzantia and Corwood enjoy today. The alliance may never have evolved so far, though, had it not eventually been tested. It was at the tail end of the Second Era when another sudden disaster befell the High Elves that lived south of what would come to be called the Forbidden Wood. All life within their territory, situated south of Byzantia and Corwood, stretching to Equian's southern coast, began to waste away, leaving the region barren and costing the lives of most of the High Elves, though some made it north, accepted as refugees by the Byzantine government. Like many before them, the High Elves assimilated into Byzantine society, though this time it was due to Byzantia's kindness. Now, in the modern era, the Elves are so blended with the other peoples of Byzantia that bits of their culture can be found in all of the larger cities, and virtually everyone has some elven ancestry and a chance to be born with dominant elven features. Unfortunately, this event left other scars on the world. The Wood Elves of North Equian disappeared further north, abandoning and laying a curse upon their forests, making exploration and expansion beyond them virtually impossible. Also, while whatever blighted the region of the High Elves eventually faded from much of that place, rumor has it that it remains concentrated around the old High Elf capital, the territory's outlying islands, and the woods that act as Byzantia's southern border. Those woods are now infested with deadly monsters, giving it the name the Forbidden Wood. In present day, the ruling body of Byzantia has made great strides to emulate Corwood's example, returning day-to-day control of many of the ancestral regions within its borders to the people who originally occupied them, helping to restore those cultures which once existed there. Though all of the formerly conquered people still live united under Byzantia's flag. They continue to maintain an alliance with Corwood, including resource and knowledge exchanges which have left the more developed Byzantine settlements with technology the likes of which is unseen elsewhere, including clockwork mechanisms, steam power, automated magitech defenses, and even airships. Travel is even permitted semi-freely between Byzantia and Corwood, though one must be issued a passport to make the journey legitimately, and there are few places to make it illegitimately. Talks have even opened between Byzantia and the loose Society of Dragons within their valley, where they have united under a king rumored to be a living avatar of a god. Meanwhile, Orcania, kept in disarray for generations by infighting and war between its many clans, has finally mostly been united under a single ruler who wishes to follow Byzantia's hard-won example, without sacrificing the core of what makes his people who they are. But there are many who vehemently do not share his ideals. A proper civil war is brewing, and the Orc King seeks a political union with the Byzantine royal family, the Castles, so that he can seek Byzantia's help without showing weakness. There are also sparse rumors circulating that the full, true history of Equian is being kept secret by the rulers of its greatest powers, and their lore masters. A mysterious cult has begun to spread its influence through Byzantia, seeking any information pertaining to these rumors, seemingly as a bid for power. Additionally, Byzantia has moved into the ruined south, the former territory of the High Elves. They claim to seek lost relics of culture and knowledge left behind by those elves, but some believe that this could be the start of a new era of expansion. Not everyone is opposed to that dark idea. It is a time of peace, but one where the eyes of the largest bodies of authority are gazing firmly upon obvious potential threats, leaving room for craftier and subtler dangers to fester behind the scenes. I will be playing Johan Abbott, a character who comes from somewhere near the Forbidden Wood, maybe even within it. He's very secretive about his origins, but it is clear that he is running from something, and he claims that he was headed back home. He's a druid, though he won't say which circle he belongs to, and he has an animal companion. He is about average in height and build, around mid-20s, with scruffy hair, and he's dirty. He spends a lot of time outside, but his skin is pale enough that it's clear that he remains beneath the shade of trees more than he spends time in the sun. And even though his eyes are just as dark as his hair, sometimes when the light hits them just right, you can see flecks of fiery reds and oranges mixed in with the brown of his eyes. And I'm going to have my two fellow players reintroduce their characters as well. Something which is probably super going to annoy them, but we'll see. If we have time, real quick.
Yep.
Because I mentioned I lost part of that initial recording. If you guys wouldn't mind, could you introduce your characters again?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Dowroc, you want to go first?
Okay.
I'm going to read over my notes and just make sure that, are you pretty much just wanting, the history of us kind of thing?
Like the description and the brief character history, yeah.
Okay.
Dowroc is about 5 foot tall, which is usually a taller range for dwarfs. He's 70 years old, weighs about 190 pounds. He looks like his hair and beard are kind of looks like they're kind of black, but their silver is definitely or white hair is definitely overlapping. Like it looks like the white is layered upon the black, and the black is beneath the white.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem like he's doesn't seem like he's 70 years old for a dwarf. It seems like he could be older. He looks older than he really is.
So what you're saying is he gets he layers color in his hair. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Highlights.
Highlights his hair and beard with silver. He's the third born son of the King of Horwood. Mainly spent his life really just away from the courts, just due to he'd show up on necessary things, but his mother and brothers didn't really treat him very well, due to the fact that it's just the third born, and for just being different, I guess, not looking like the other one, he's tall, but his brothers are probably 6 inches taller than he is. Which is weird for dwarfs, I guess. His mother is Goliath.
Okay. He's got prosthetics and stuff too, right?
Yeah, but that he has a patch over his eye, and he has a prosthetic left arm. And over his left eye, it looks like it's sticking out. Looks like a jagged scar, some sort of triangle on the top, was taken out.
Okay. And his mission is to deliver a letter.
Correct.
Okay.
To deliver the letter to the king's capital.
Okay. And Zack.
All right. So, Zack is... he's roughly 34 years old, weighing about 200 pounds, 5'11", pretty normal. His eyes are slightly more luminous than an average human, taking on a very blue hint. He has light brown, almost kind of blondish, but light, dirty blonde hair. Kind of shorter on the shorter side. His history is I was born to normal human parents. It was a surprise to me when I found out that I had celestial blood in my veins. I found out when I was 16. My eyes started having a slight glow to them, They didn't glow very bright, but if you were to look into my eyes, you would notice them shimmer. My parents, a paladin and priestess of Hallbrook, took me to see a wizard in the north, who informed my parents of my celestial heritage after spending time studying me. Once returning to our hometown, my father started training me, believing that I had this bloodline for a greater reason. He was a paladin of Bahamut, and when I turned 18, I followed in his footsteps. It only seemed natural for me. I always seemed to learn fast when it came to the divine teachings, something that my parents attributed to my heritage. After becoming a full paladin, I joined the Hallbrook's Bracers Guild. Joining and becoming a full-fledged bracer was a dream of mine since I was very young. But the requirement to join was 18, so I had to wait patiently. The guild offered different jobs that were requested by individuals around town. Monster hunting mainly. Sometimes jobs would come in from all around Valley Watch. I completed jobs for the guild for a few years until that fateful day happened. On the eve of my 23rd birthday, I was returning home, and I discovered parts of the town in flames. I rushed to the aid of my friends and family, discovering that most of them were already dead. I found my parents on the way to my house. My mother was already dead. My father was on the ground, hanging on to what little life he had left. I rushed to his side. He told me that a person cloaked in black with flames around them who used fire, ambushed the city, destroying it. He said that he was looking for something. My father tried to resist him, but after a few strikes, he fell to the monster. With his final words, he told me how proud of me he was. After he passed, I proceeded around the city in search for this monster. I came upon him in the outskirts of the town, where I only saw him for a few seconds before he vanished. From that day, I pledged an oath of vengeance to rid the evil in the world, more specifically the Black Flame monster, to ensure that this does not happen again. Ever since that day, I also had a darkness in me that started taking form that may have come from something from my past that I do not remember. And that's it.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Am I on that grasslands map? Is that where we're at?
I just had the Green Valley Pass map up, which is it's like a road with grass around it.
Okay, here we go. I think it's working. Finally. Jesus. Yeah, here we go.
You in?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, I'm here.
So,
And,
I didn't know how you wanted to. So what? We're in like at the water course, okay, of the town we're in. Okay.
So you can technically just roleplay that road's water, because I mean it kind of looks like water if you want to, but you know,
yeah,
it looks like a nasty creek.
So,
Actually, is it creek?
I don't know. It looks like it.
Oh, it's whatever. It's water.
Close enough to look like both.
All right. So we're gonna open up on Dowroc because as we know he's the central character. So we're gonna open up on him next to the creek. And so now, describe what Dowroc is doing?
Dowroc
Why did you want water?
Dowroc is taking a bath.
Oh, okay.
He's cleaning up, not completely. I don't know. Yeah, he's taking a bath.
oh hey, I'm able to see the tokens and stuff now.
Hey, there you are.
Why though?
Don't question it.
Oh, I'm going to question it forever. I'm just not going to question it so much that I'm not going to take advantage.
So this part's going to be kind of hard because it's really just a conversation between you two more than anything. So Dowroc's taking a...
Oh.
What?
As Johan's approaching...
Well,
I don't know if he's approaching
Just
yet.
describe what you're doing first. Like, exactly.
Okay. Um, he is fighting with Igo for his arm. And what catches your attention is a weird booming sound and a splash and kind of like a struggling sound and kind of like a weird roar, but doesn't sound like something you've heard before. It sounds more, has like a metal ting to it.
That would definitely get Johan's attention as he's, let's say, kind of heading south of the town off-road as part of his journey, because he one of the things he does, for no particular reason that's ever going to come back in like help him with his spell casting later or anything, is he likes to go out of his way to see more animals than he's already seen.
Like find animals?
Just observe them in their natural environment, in case he ever wants to like polymorph into them at some point or something, and so if he hears a weird roaring sound, he's definitely gonna, pay attention to that. So I'll kind of wander in from like over this direction.
You hear a voice saying, Dowroc is kind of like, God damn it, I told you that is not food. We'll get you something in the town in a second. And he's just like, you see him just like, it's weird. He's trying to fight with something, but he's only using one arm to do it. Like you can see the creature is covered in mud, but it's like just make adrenaline and just fighting with him. And
okay, well, Todd's a little bitch baby, so he's gonna go over here. But Johan will kind of.
But if Johan has ever seen this creature before, he can, I guess.
He's gonna.
I don't know if he's ever seen an owlbear. He's gonna
kind of.
Nature check.
He's gonna lean back against this tree, and he recognizes immediately that the nature of this encounter is not outright hostile, because he's had similar exchanges with Todd before. So he's just gonna lean back against this tree here and call out, "Hey, need any help?"
If you can help, let's see. We just. Just trying to think on how I can help.
I mean, you can say no.
Just give him a good whack on the back of its head. He should be able to release my arm.
All right, I will grab the sling off my belt and sling a rock at him, kind of mid speed. Should I actually like roll for the attack?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll for the attack. You have advantage though, since he's back to you.
I got a 19. I'm assuming that's good enough.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Right. So I'm not actually trying to do damage, but just trying to kind of wing him. And I assume I do.
Yeah.
All right. Does that work to?
Distracted, I'm able with it distracted, or with Igo distracted, I can just kind of yank my arm out of its feet and be done with it, and give him a good smack in the side of the face with my arm, the prosthetic arm. And say, God, I know you're dumb sometimes, but I know you're hungry sometimes, but still, it's not. I need this. I told you multiple times I need this.
Well, while this is happening, Todd's going to kind of wander over because he realizes that that this isn't actually a hostile encounter, and also this is a new person who might have food. In fact, he's talking about food, so maybe he has food.
But Igo kind of shakes, and you see, moves out of the way, and you can see that it's a dwarf, and he is holding. He's in his briefs, and he's obviously just taking a bath. But you notice that from his shoulder down, his right arm is missing, and you see that he's holding his an arm in his left hand, or sorry, got that mixed up. Right arm, his left arm is missing from shoulder down, and he's holding it in his right. See his left hand, or his right arm. He's holding his left hand, and he just kind of like.
So wait, which hand is fake? His left arm. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make.
And
Okay.
you see him just like pop it back into place because he had to take it off to take a bath, so he could clean everything, just make sure everything was clean. And well, thank you for that. This guy here, and he just like smacks him, and you hear like it's kind of a tang of metal. This guy's here, he eats metal and likes to sometimes, when I don't have enough, when I run out of scraps, he likes to be antsy and tries to eat my arm sometimes, but I know he needs no harm. I just gotta jostle him to distract him sometimes, and my gunshot didn't work this time, so.
And well, I know how that is. My beast is unruly as well sometimes. Though I have never seen a beast made of metal before. It's quite the sight.
Oh,
Does Igo look like metal, or does he look like an owlbear with just metal? Like, what does Igo look like?
well, if he was clean without the mud, and from fighting, he'd just be like a metal.
Okay,
Kinda.
he does look metal. Okay.
Yeah, he does look metal.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
He doesn't have any feathers or anything like that. He just looks like
Gotcha.
an owlbear built in a metal exoskeleton.
Yeah.
He doesn't look creepy, but he still has his beak and eyes and stuff like that. And a filigree. It's kind of like a model of a owlbear made of metal. Pretty much. It's not like a skeleton.
Makes sense. I'll ask. Were you heading into town?
Oh, yes. Heading into. What was that?
Well, don't worry about that. I'm just trying something.
Okay.
It's heading into town. Kind of just by the waterfront. Headed by the waterfront just to clear my mind. I think I'm a little bit
Makes sense.
lost.
Makes sense, and this is a good town to do that. They actually come pretty close to the water here. If you needed directions, you should see the docks about a quarter of a mile further north.
You seem to know it more than I do. Are you guys hungry?
Well-
I was just gonna go into town and.
So as you guys are talking, you start hearing a noise from the east. So as you look over, so I can't draw on this, and I can't like put just a blank token with a name. So
Okay.
for the sake of this is not an abominable yeti,
Oh, okay.
just so you're aware.
Um,
But size-wise, this is just how big it's going to be.
okay.
My scale
So-
mail, by the way.
Huh?
I don't have my scale mail on, right?
Oh, no. They're not right there. It's not right there or anything.
Okay.
So, if you can, I don't know if you can see, I put it up in the top right.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are talking, and you see a carriage that starts to roll up. And you see 2 humans that are sitting on the front with 3 horses in front of it, pulling it. But at the same time that you see it, you notice, and then this is not a winged cobalt. I don't know why it says winged cobalt, but there's the only 2 cobalts that are allowing me to put. So you see them eyeing it.
Interesting. You know, I wasn't actually planning to stick around, but I think we may have found ourselves in a bit of trouble. So, how's about you help me get out of it, and I'll treat you to some lunch.
Sounds good to me. How easy is it for me to get my scale mail on?
You can put your scale mail on right now.
Okay, and gather my...
Yeah, you can gather yourself while you're kind of talking and waiting for... And I'm assuming you're kind of getting dressed anyway while talking to him and not standing in the water just in your underwear. But, you know, we'll see.
Let me see what else I can do.
There's... There. Okay. So describe the carriage again, just out of curiosity.
So the carriage is actually that abominable yeti might be. Hold on, let me get a different creature. That's kind of big. Where is a? Here's this. So that is not whatever that is.
An aboleth.
Yeah, it's not an aboleth, but it is just a wooden, like, you know, something that you'd see carrying supplies from one area to another.
Okay.
Your perception shows you that you also see another cobalt to the north of the carriage, and as you're watching, he has a spear in his hand. He proceeds to chuck a spear and hit one of the human that are driving the carriage.
Okay.
So the human falls off the carriage on the ground.
Do I notice anything?
The other human.
Do I notice any noteworthy details about these humans? Like their dress or anything? No,
they're not dressed like poorly or anything, but they don't have any distinguishing like things on them. It's not like they're not dressed to show you anything. No.
No.
Normal common clothes.
Normal common clothes. Okay. So that's not particularly good that happened.
So as the spear hit the human, the horses start going crazy a little bit. They start, getting a little don't really feel that well. And one, let me pull him back up.
Dear God.
Where is it? Let me make sure I pull this up right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, as the spear hit and the horses are going a little crazy, an orc comes over this rock and hits the other human.
Okay.
And this is all happening, obviously, rather in sync, so you can't respond to what's currently happening.
Okay.
So, as you see that, what is your next? What would you like to do?
All right. Well, how bad do the humans look? Are they dead already, or?
So the one that got hit with the spear is on the ground. You can't tell his status. The one that the orc hit was beheaded.
That's not good.
So
okay.
They are completely dead.
Let me take a look.
All right. Are we rolling initiative yet?
That is up to you. Do you want to encounter? Do you want what would you like to do?
I am going to.
Technically, you can just leave if you wanted to.
I could, yes, but like.
But like, what do you want to do as play? Like, do you guys want to intervene? Do you want to try to intervene? Do you want to do something? Do you want to?
I'm gonna assume that these guys will see us if we try to leave, and I want to at least attempt to secure my position before I retreat, if at the minimum. So I am going to what's my range for this? Yeah. I am going to... Yeah, orcs are people. Orcs are definitely people. Okay.
What?
Nothing. Don't question it. I am going to... move... here... And I am going to cast Charm Person on the orc.
Okay. Versus
Wisdom DC 14.
14? Okay. Oh, I have to roll it on a character sheet. Wait, can I roll it from the map? No, I can't, can I?
That's stupid.
I don't see the button, at least, to roll it from my map, so...
I can't find it.
Okay, yeah, so I guess I'll just roll it on Zack's, I guess.
Yeah.
To the token browser, can you... Or is it just a token normally?
Crit save.
Oh.
Okay, well...
So the orc, in response... Well, actually, what exactly does that spell look like? What is it doing to try to charm him? Like, did you shoot something at him? Was it a... Like, I don't know what the description of it is, or how you interpret it.
Well, it has a vocal component, so I imagine I would call out to him. To in some degree, so he definitely knows that I'm here now.
Gotcha. Okay.
It doesn't say that any specific thing happens if he succeeds the save, except that he isn't charmed, but he would definitely be aware of me now.
Okay. So as he is aware of you, he looks over to you, grunts, pulls out his, or not pulls out, but lifts up his great axe, and roll initiative.
Cool.
Technically, Dowroc, you are not in combat yet.
21.
So, write down Johan, 21. Alright. Orc got a... Where is his initiative? Oh, do monsters not have initiative?
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on their stats.
Would it just be dex then, I guess?
Yeah, it depends on their dex.
Yeah, I guess it's just their dex mod. Okay. So... 12... Cobalt...
It's gonna be fun.
So, Dowroc, in this moment while the initiative is getting rolling, are you attempting... Well, it's your choice. Would you like to roll initiative? Or are you trying to stay out of the encounter?
Well, he's definitely going to be running over where Johan went. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. You can get a move, basically, because I'm going to act like you're moving when Johan was moving to him, so. Okay.
7.
So then I just need your initiative, Dowroc, whenever you get situated.
Can't see through the... Is that just trees or is that bushes? I think that's bushes.
That is bushes, but it gives him... Actually, there's not quarter cover, is there? There's just half and then 3/4. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
If I... Okay, then yeah. No cover is gained at all right now.
Okay.
So, you can see over those.
Got it, 14.
14. Alright, so Dowroc. 14. Alright, so the turn order is Johan is first. So, go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. What do I want to do?
But that's 16 as an orc. I bet it did.
I bet I...
The 16. Oh, the... Yeah, sorry, the roll.
Yeah, they were all
Does
that
this-
16.
So, just so
that'd be-
you
that'd be a
can
bad idea.
understand... Just so you understand the tokens, so the orc and the kobolds, the regular ones, are normal of what they are. The winged kobolds you see, they have spears and shields.
Okay.
But for some reason, they don't have a token for that specific kobold in the thing, and so the winged kobold is just a dragon shield kobold.
Starting to think D&D Beyond is like the Bethesda games of... The
Yeah.
Bethesda game of D&D websites.
Yeah.
I have 2 infusions. I was thinking about using one on Johan, but it looks like it's at the beginning of the day. I can do only 2 infusions. I can't just slap one on before the fight. So
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
2
gotcha.
infusions on Dowroc.
I'm trying to decide if I should try to charm him again, even though he would have advantage now, or if
So
I
is
should just do something.
Is the charming, is that a spell, like a spell slot, or is that
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I think what I'm actually going to do is, holy shit, I just turned invisible.
Oh
How
boy.
did you manage to turn invisible?
I cast invisibility.
How do you
Oh,
cast?
okay.
And
What is invisibility? Just give you like full cover, or like, well, invisibility?
anything the target is wearing and carrying is invisible as long... yeah, I guess. Like,
Invisibility
see if there's anything
Spell.
mechanically.
is invisible. An invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. Creature's location can be detected by noise it makes. Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage. Okay. And that's an action, I assume, right?
1 second.
Yeah, but and then once I do that, I'm going to use my invisibility to sneak over and try to get close to the one carriage driver who was not decapitated and might still maybe be alive, to check if they are alive.
Okay. Let's see, what would that be? A perception. I would assume a perception check, right? Measures your awareness of your surroundings. Yeah.
I do perception or maybe medicine. Like, medicine's also a thing.
Well, I would say medicine. Yeah, I was thinking medicine, but you're not stabilizing him because you don't know if he's alive or not.
Okay, so...
So do a perception check.
Okay. I got a 25.
Right. You notice that the spear that hit him did not hit him in any vital spot, and he is alive, just barely hanging on for life, though.
Okay.
In a sense, he is at a 1 HP.
Okay, so as I'm noticing that, am I able to make a medicine check, or do I need to wait?
I would say you're out of enough actions because you did a.
Okay.
I would say the one to check to see if he's alive would have been like your bonus.
Okay.
So I would say you'd have to wait in order to try to stabilize the individual.
That's fine. That's my turn then.
Okay. All right. Next turn. is... What? Alright. And just so I mean, Dowroc was standing in it, so it should be obvious, but the stream is obviously shallow enough that you can just walk through it.
Okay.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then that's them. Alright. So, let me make sure they should not... They have... Oh, they do. They have slings. Okay. So, as they go over... Well, actually, what's the... Okay, so they're just going to move there, and they're going to end their turn.
Okay.
So, it is now Dowroc's turn.
Should I roll stealth or anything to see if they heard me moving up to this spot?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, Dowroc...
Right now, it's I
That's
guess.
fine. Does Igo move with you? I always forget. He does,
Yeah,
right?
he moves at the end. He takes
Okay,
his
gotcha.
turn at the end of my turn.
Okay.
Um,
Alright, so your turn.
I got a 17 on my stealth, unless...
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
Okay.
These are kobolds on an orc. Oh, also, at some point, if you would like to, or we can fit into the story and stuff, I know that there was that other group of adventurers,
Mm-hmm.
so eventually I might have an encounter with them. When I do, I would just ask that you DM those characters, since those are your creations.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Dowroc is gonna like shake the water out of his gun. Just kind of like try to dry it real quick. he's
Okay.
gonna take a shot at the kobold since he sees a kobold and right in front of him. He's gonna take a shot at it
Okay.
since he knows what we're dealing with right now and those buggers all over the place. He's seen them in Gorwood.
Okay.
No bugs. Seriously? Oh, I think there's a special thing for ones. Let me take a look. I think my...
Did your gun explode?
Maybe it jammed because of the water.
Oh. Ooh. Good DM moment. It jammed because of the water. That's an outstanding reason.
Like, shit.
So yeah, you say shit, you look back in the barrel, you point the gun in your face while you're looking down the barrel to see what's jammed.
No, I don't.
Alright, so you still have the rest of your turn. So what now are you going to do?
Can I take a bonus action to just...
What?
to like shove my shirt in like the firing mechanism and just kind of dry it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Check,
So-
clear the chamber, make sure everything is all right, and then it's gonna we move over here and start trying to wave his action around. Let's see. And then Igo is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, he's gonna yell, Igo, go. Sick him.
I go. I choose you. Alright.
Then Igo is going to roll.
That's kind of why he's figuring they're doing that. John, out of battle question, have you already planned Johan for level 20?
Yeah, tentatively.
Just curious.
I may make changes. I'm not sure yet. Like, I
Is it a
have...
pretty even build between the two classes, or is it more favored in one way?
My plan is to get just far enough in Ranger that Todd can do stuff, and that's it.
Well,
Oh, nice.
you rolled a 24, not 20.
Wait, crit?
Yeah, he crit. So I got both spectrums and 2 rolls.
That's a good way to start the game, or the whole campaign, Nick. Your gun jams, and then Igo's just like, you know what? Slap. Alright, so
Bonus
What's-
is where again?
you don't,
Oh, it's in.
you're fine. You kill the kobold instantly, or Igo kills the kobold instantly.
It's a D8, a D8 damage. So,
Well, it's 2d8 damage because you crit.
it's double. It's the roll plus double. So yeah, it's the initial D8 roll plus double, plus the modded attack.
I mean, it dies, so like, does it matter?
The kobold died.
Okay.
Igo just destroyed the kobold.
Okay.
Okay?
And that should be enough.
So that is Igo's turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you see the dragon shield kobold. 1, 2, 3. And I know that Johan's invisible. I didn't forget. Well, actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 2, 5.
Man, that guy was like right next to me. I mean, he still technically is, but you know what I mean.
1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these all run up, and the kobold dragon shields do an attack against Igo.
Hmm.
So the first one attacks. Oh, 19. I'm gonna say that that's probably gonna hit.
Hit Igo? Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, that hit.
Okay. So
Let me see.
he was only using one hand, so it does a whopping 2 damage.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. He does have multi-attack, so he will attack one more time against Igo.
Fun.
That time, he rolled a total of 16 to hit. I don't know what Igo's stats are, so
Yeah, it hits.
it hits? Okay. So that one does 6 damage. So now the second one attacks Igo. Huh?
Is how much?
6 total so far. Well, 6 plus what? 1? So 7 total damage. That one's gonna hit. Oh, 13, or not 13. 7 more damage.
Jeez.
And then
Wow.
his second attack. God bless. Well, they keep rolling high to hit, so they're... that one is 15. Did that one
Yeah.
hit?
Yeah. 15 is 8.
Damn it. That one does 5 damage.
At least they don't.
How is Igo feeling?
He's trying to... He is at
Kind of
2.
woozy?
And you see some sparks. See some grinding gears.
Okay.
He's still up.
Alright, so those 3 have moved. It is now the orc's turn. The orc actually got last place in initiative, by the way. So, so the orc goes 1, 2, 3. So in this move, Johan, you can make an opportunity attack, but he'll know where you are, so it's up to you.
Jeez. I won't, because I'm not
Okay.
particularly suited to that kind of thing.
4. So the orc goes up in front of Dowroc and attacks with his great axe for a total of 17 to hit.
Wow, that guy's got a real great axe.
It does 8 damage.
It's but a flesh
And
wound.
that brings it back around to Johan.
Okay. Check some.
Now remember, the guy is still on the ground next to you.
Yeah. I'll perform a medicine skill check to see if I can stabilize him.
Okay. That'll be a bonus action roll.
8.
8 total.
Yeah.
Okay. You seem to fix him up enough that he doesn't get worse this turn.
Okay. Shoot. Can I make another attempt to do a little better? Like immediately and just use up my turn?
Yeah, I'll allow you to use your action as an additional one.
26.
Yes. Yeah. 26?
Yes.
All right. Well, he is now fully stabilized. You have removed all applicable portions of the spear without hurting him, and we're able to stabilize him up a few more hit points, enough to where he opens his eyes.
All right. Once I've done that, I'll kind of shush him a little bit so he doesn't like cause problems.
Yeah, scream or he doesn't.
And then I'll move around the carriage to like over here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Now, does the
yes.
invisible, is that a concentration or anything, or is that just a...
That's concentration, yes.
Okay. Okay. That's your turn? or-
That would be my turn then.
Okay. So, this kobold... This kobold saw that his friend's head got beheaded, or just destroyed by Igo, so this one actually runs away for his turn. So he was scared and ran. It is now Dowroc's turn.
Probably smart on his part, honestly.
Dowroc's going to take a bonus action to replace his gun with a mace.
Okay. Wait, is that like a... You mean like you're swapping them out? Or...
Yeah.
Well, is the gun a one-handed gun?
Yeah, it's one-handed.
Are you holding two things? Or...
No, I'm just
Oh.
holding the gun. And I'm holding some thieves' tools, it looks like.
Well, no, okay. Okay, so now you have your mace.
Look at the orc and say, "See you, big guy."
He just growls in response.
Gonna try to shimmy his way over here.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack him with the mace. And you see him touch the mace with the thieves' tools, and he's going to cast the spell Green Flame Blade.
Nice.
Whoa. Now, if you like, I'm completely okay if you want to, like, tweak the name to, like, better fit the mace, like
Green Flame Mace?
Yeah, or whatever. Like, you can slightly change the name if it fits the better, so...
Slow down, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And you're going to smack the orc in the head.
He's going to attempt to smack the orc in the head. Okay.
Oh, that's a... Got him.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay. Seven damage.
7 damage, and I think where'd it go? On a hit, target suffers from the weapon's normal effects, and you can cause a green flame to leap from the target to a different target of your choice. You can see within 5 feet of it, but there's not another target. It's just me and
Yeah.
me right now. So,
Okay.
he's gonna end his turn for Igo to go,
Okay.
and Igo is going to aim at the guy at the top.
Okay. I wish you could just like edit the name of it, of a token.
Yeah.
That would just make it so much easier.
And
But oh well.
attack is called, if you needed to know what the attack is called, it is called Force and Power to Rend.
That sounds mean.
Or should I repair? It's 3 times a day, but it doesn't say what kind of action it is. Oh, never mind, it's just an action. He's gonna repair.
Okay.
What's proficiency bonus?
+2 right now.
+2, okay. This is just, okay. Never, should I do that, or should I do the repair?
Now remember, he can, if he needs to, disengage as well and run, like away from trouble. Because you can take a disengage action. Well, actually, technically, I don't know what he can do, but I assume he can take a disengage.
Yeah, any creature can disengage if they want, technically speaking.
Yeah, so I would be fine if he disengages.
He's gonna stay there.
Okay.
Let's do repair.
So is he repairing himself?
Yeah, he
Or-
can repair himself.
Okay.
So he gets 9
9 HP back.
HP.
Okay.
That's gonna be his turn.
Okay. So now it is the Dragon Shield Kobold's turn. So this one is going to move here. 1, 2. Well, actually, he just moved there. So there. All right. So this one is going to attack Igo. And they do. Kobolds, of course, have pack tactics when they're this close, so
Yes.
5. But pack tactics gave him a 15, which
Yeah, I feel real bad for Aga, man.
is 18.
Okay.
That hits, so it does 6 damage to Igo.
Okay.
Good thing
He
good
now
thing he
attacks-
recovered that 9 HP.
Yeah.
He now attacks again, and he gets a 15
Okay.
Ew.
and deals 3 damage.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did that drop him?
No.
That literally just
Yeah, like
undid
one.
it undid everything you just repaired.
You might be able.
All right, now this one is going to attack Dowroc.
Okay.
So he also has pack tactics. Or no, he's even, right? Because of Igo? Isn't Igo like
it's a
handle-
reaction, but it's a reaction. I'm just thinking when I want to use it.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 3, so he
Well,
can
he
roll
can-
again to try to hit.
Yeah, roll
or-
again.
Okay. Advantage. He got a higher number, so he got a 20 to hit.
16.
He does 2 damage.
I'm not worried about cheating. So
That was his first attack. So now his second attack, he technically gets a crit miss, but he's
But
got
he-
advantage. But he did, however, miss that one because that's only a 13 to hit.
yeah.
All right, so now this one's turn.
Yay.
So he attacks Igo
Of course. Poor Igo.
and crit misses,
So far. Crit miss again.
and then and then rolls and gets a 16 to hit.
Okay.
That's hits.
Yeah.
It does 4 damage to Igo.
I guess then.
Okay.
Mhm.
So he drops to 0 and he drops prone or down.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, Igo drew fire for a while at least. That's something.
And that ends their turn. It is now the orc's turn. The orc is upset. He raises his great axe and attacks Dowroc.
This is one needed deflected.
He gets a natural crit 20.
Oh shit.
Would you like to use something, Nick?
I can't. What's his total? What's the total? 25?
Well, he crit, so I mean it's 25
Can't do it.
to hit, yeah.
I can't do anything.
3 barbs.
Oh, yeah. How far is that?
It's like 60 feet or something.
50 feet. Is Johan there? Yeah, Johan's within 60
Yeah,
feet.
Johan's within 60.
I'm gonna say, to this guy, it's just like, do I know you?
Do the orc?
Yeah. You look familiar. And then just try to
In the
distract.
rush, it confuses him, which causes him to only get a 9 to hit.
Okay, that misses.
He now misses. He stops attacking Dowroc and just is confused by his words.
I guess that's like the one area where silvery barbs is like hands down better than shield.
You mean because it also grants advantage to somebody else?
Well, no,
or-
because like you can, like a crit, it hits regardless.
Oh yes, yeah.
I didn't think
Yeah,
about that.
All right, so that ends the orc's turn,
Johan has
So
a
it is- and Johan has advantage on. Is it the next attack or is it the next?
Let me see.
It is now Johan's turn though.
Has advantage on max attack roll, ability roll, or saving throw. It makes
Okay.
makes within 1 minute. So
That's cool, and that's very helpful because I don't make a lot of attack rolls, frankly. Let's see. For my turn, I'm gonna move here to the bank of the quote-unquote river, and
Okay.
I'm going to drop concentration on invisibility,
Okay.
and I am going to cast what is the specific? If I get too greedy with this, I'll catch Dowroc in it too. I don't really want to do that.
Ah.
center it behind.
I'm going to cast Entangle on the 2 kobolds that are right by Igo.
Okay.
And well, on a what is it? A 20-foot cube that like its border is at them. Like the corner of it is overlaps with them. So it kind of stretches across the water a little bit too.
So Igo's included, right?
Yeah, but he's down, so it doesn't really matter.
Because yeah. Okay.
It's a strength DC 14.
Okay. So first one, the one that is to the south of Igo rolls first. He fails, and the one to the other one succeeds. So this one is safe.
That's a bummer.
Oh, well, do you have advantage? Oh, that doesn't count.
No, because
Sorry.
it would have. Yeah, that's not really my advantage.
Yeah, never mind. Okay.
So the one that failed is restrained. His speed becomes 0. He can't benefit from any speed bonuses. Attack rolls against him have advantage. His attack rolls have a disadvantage, and he has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Nice. Does he just make that save again at the end of each turn? Or?
He can use his action on
it's
his
the
turn,
action.
yeah, to
Okay.
redo it. So
Okay.
Which one was that?
this one here.
Yeah, this one right here is
Okay.
is down on the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
No, the way I envision it is kind of like vines come up and like
grasp his arms and legs and
Oh,
hold him in place.
yeah.
Also, using Igo's space as a corner, and the space directly southwest of Johan as the other top corner, there's a cube of difficult terrain in that area now, crossing over the water somehow.
Oh, is it like is it your vines?
Yeah.
Like, do you like touch the ground and then like the vines kind of like go across and then? Okay.
Basically,
All
yeah.
right.
I could
Okay.
cast it on any 20-foot cube up to 90 feet away, but like I'm right here, so I cast it right here.
Yeah.
All right, and
All right.
do I have anything else I can do? That is the question. I don't think so. Yeah, I end my turn. I'm done.
Okay. So as you end your turn, from to this right south of you, that square, all the way to the east, you see a beam of crackling energy coming from the east and hit this cobalt in the back.
Okay. Cool. It's good, because he was probably going to turn around and kill me.
So the cobalt takes damage.
Is it dead?
No. It
What's
is
that?
not dead.
Which one's
That
damage?
sucks.
This one took damage.
Yeah.
Load maps. There it goes, okay. I think it's funny that Todd's just kind of hanging out over by the river like, hey, what's up, guys?
What the heck?
Yeah, he's over,
Where was that? Where's that?
he's over there. He found a stick. He's licking his balls a little. You know.
Okay, so at the end of the energy, you see from your knowledge, a human that is dressed in half-plate armor, that has a long sword drawn, that shot energy out of his left hand while he was aiming at the cobalt.
Neat. I will acknowledge him that he's there, but I won't like address him yet or anything.
Nope. In the heat of battle, no time.
I mean,
As he does that,
I don't know. Goku and Vegeta have plenty of time to yell at each other while they're shooting beams and stuff. I mean, we could.
I know, right? Well, that
what-
was that total like Dungeon Master therapy. Well, it's like Dragon Ball Z fights. I mean, each round's 6 seconds, but you guys can talk to each other, sure. Like,
What was it?
What's it-
Somebody said. I can't remember. A YouTuber I was watching. It's like, yeah, but Dragon Ball Z operates on professional wrestling rules, so. I'm like, yeah, that it kind of does, doesn't it?
Which kobold was it that downed Igo?
that downed him?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was this one.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was that one, yeah.
Good to know.
Alright, so as the energy stopped hitting him, you see the human run up to the cobalt. And that ends his turn. It is now Dowroc's turn.
Okay.
Keep in mind,
Daryl?
he just ran through difficult terrain, though. Yeah,
What is difficult terrain take twice as much speed?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Uh,
Difficult terrain. Here we go.
Yeah,
every foot of movement costs 1 extra foot.
Yeah.
So yeah, twice as much. Okay. So he instead, 15. He will run up. Actually, you're still invisible, aren't you?
No, because I had to drop concentration.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. You dropped. Yeah. So he will run here. And in this turn, now it's Dowroc.
Yeah.
You see Dowroc kind of like freak out, like he's like, I go, and you see him just like suddenly, like you see stress on his face, and suddenly he's not there in front of the orc anymore. He's here.
Okay.
You see like a black smoke kind of thing, and then he kind of vamps right there behind him, and you just see anger on his face as he takes a swing at the kobold right there.
Okay.
That step he took was quite misty.
It was.
He's going to activate Green Flame Blade again.
Okay.
Oh, I'm out of coffee.
You don't have the endless coffee?
I wish.
8 damage.
8 damage to him?
And he's going to send fire over to the one at the bottom.
So how's that, is he just auto take it?
Yeah.
You can cause Green Flame Fire to lead from one target creature every turn. The second creature takes fire damage equal to the spellcasting modifier. So
Okay.
4 damage.
So 4 damage to the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's 8 damage.
So
the first
the one kobold you could see was very surprised by what occurred and caught him off guard, but he was able to regain his foot. He was able to regain his stance once he was hit with the mace, and he now looks also upset. Okay, it is now the kobold's turn. The kobolds are now going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then this one just turns around and looks at Dowroc. So, oh, yeah. So the one that's looking at Dowroc is going to attack Dowroc. He also has packed tactics.
Fun.
He gets a...
He
pretty
still,
sure that... Huh?
he still has it from there at 10 feet.
Well, it's anybody that's within... Let me... It's as long as a kobold ally is within 5 feet of that creature. Like,
He's not.
against a creature.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he
Oh.
and him are both within 5 feet of you.
I see. Okay.
So that's, yeah, so that's how that one works. So he gets a 13. Where is his? He gets a 16.
Yep.
Okay. So that. He does 3 damage to Dowroc. He now attacks again.
Mhm.
This time he, well, advantage. He hits
Yeah.
and does 6 damage to Dowroc. He thrusts the spear at you because he is very upset that you decided to smash him right in the face with a mace.
Well,
I think most people would be, frankly.
I would think so. So now this top actually wait, sorry. This one is restrained.
yeah.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that.
So this one attacks Johan. So he only has a straight roll, which he gets a 15 to hit.
Miraculously
I don't think
that doesn't hit me.
Sweet. So now the last one is going to try to make a strength check, which he's got to get damn high. Which that did not work.
Cool.
Alright, so that is the kobold's turn. Now the orc's turn. Well, actually, technically, does I go? I don't know, because he's a construct. Does he do, like, death savings or anything?
No. At the
Okay.
Let me look at.
I don't know.
I mean, he shouldn't.
Why you're looking
He
that
shouldn't,
up?
because you can just like.
Well, he doesn't. But
Fix it,
he doesn't
right?
need death throw. He's just.
Okay.
This
Okay, I
needs
just making sure.
What artificer?
So the orc moves around and then attacks Dowroc with his giant axe. And gets a 22 to hit,
Jeez.
Ooh,
which
Yeah.
that does 7 damage.
It could be worse.
That ends the orc's turn. It is now back to Johan.
All right, I will recast Entangle, and this time I will make a cube.
How many spell slots do you have
This is my-
at level 1?
This is my last actual spell slot.
Okay, because what do you have? 3 or 4?
I have 3, and then I have some spell abilities too.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to make this time a cube including the kobold that was already restrained, the kobold directly to the west of Dowroc, and the orc.
So each one. So okay, so that's the save, right? Everyone's gonna save.
Yeah, DC 14 strength.
Right. Orc
Is
fine.
probably going to be fine. Yeah.
Okay. The Cobalt in the middle of Igo and Dowroc. Crit misses. I'll get back to him. And then can you strain the dude twice?
Well, I mean, I have to release...
The guy that's already restrained?
I have to release him the first time because I released concentration, so he would have to do it over again.
Gotcha, okay. He gets re-restrained.
Fantastic. I didn't expect to get the orc, but I hoped I would.
So because of the crit fail, Dowroc, roll a d20.
I'm just gonna...
Just roll a d20. Okay. You get an attack of opportunity on this kobold.
Cool.
With advantage.
Well, I'm just gonna smack him with a mace.
Yep. That hits. But you can advantage if you want to try to... Oh, is that a crit?
Yeah, that's a crit.
Fantastic.
All right, so what is your damage?
14.
Boom.
14 total?
Yeah.
All right. The Cobalt seems really hurt, but still falls to the ground restrained, not unconscious yet.
Okay.
I was looking up what Steel Defender does when it runs out of HP. But it doesn't say.
I assume, like I said, he doesn't die. He's a Steel Defender, so as long as you just pop him back up.
Yeah, I can pop him back up. It's just...
Okay.
I can use my Smith's Tools in action to revive it. If it's died within the last hour, I can use a Smith's Tools as action to revive it.
Okay. Makes sense.
You need to expend level spell slot or level 1 spell slot or higher. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Returns to life after 1 minute with all its HP restored.
All right. It is, was that Johan, or not Johan. Yeah, was that Johan's full turn?
Yes.
What is
Okay.
Zack?
Huh?
Is Zack turn
Yeah,
now?
Zack's next.
Okay.
So Zack, seeing I go down, 1, 2, 3, knowing, seeing how upset Dowroc got at Igo, he understands that Igo is a friendly creature, so he goes up to Igo. Can you I can just heal him, right?
I
There's
think
no
it's
rules.
anything.
Huh?
Let me see. It's a what is lay on hands? What's the wording on that?
Well,
Is
so
there
I
like
either
a-
have healing hands or lay on hands. So lay on hands is just I have a pool
Is
of
it a-
healing power that can restore 10. As an action, you can touch a creature to restore any amount of HP remaining from the pool.
Yeah, you can do that.
So, okay. So, Zack, well, the human, uses his action to lay on hands and heals Igo by 10 HP, bringing him back up. Or, alive.
Neat.
He's my new best friend.
So on that, turn, that ends Zack's turn. It is now Dowroc and Igo's turn. And remember, the two kobolds that are next to Igo are both knocked prone and, dead, basically. Or they're just stuck to the ground.
Oh, there's still its advantage on melee.
Yes, you get advantage on both of them.
The ones that are near Zack and
Yeah, the ones that are next to Zack and... the two that are next to Zack, if you want to think of it that way, yeah.
okay.
You have advantage on both of those, and then there's the orc. You do notice that the orc is just, watching the battle unfold. You can see that the kobolds are a little bit more tough and can take more, and they don't seem as hurt. The orc, however, seems to be almost running more rampant due to how much he is already hurt.
Interesting.
It's a general. But it is now Dowroc's turn.
Let me go green flame blade on the orc.
Okay.
So that it's a total 12. Wait. No, that's not advantage.
You do not have advantage on the orc.
Okay. So that is
Well, technically, oh no, because is for you guys to have, is for the good guys to have advantage, does Igo technically have to be like up 2 squares?
yeah.
Okay. Alright, so 12 misses the orc.
Okay.
Hmm.
When an enemy is down, can I step into their space? Can I go step into his space?
I mean, it's a 5-foot square, but the thing is, like, he's tied down with a bunch of
Oh,
vines and stuff, so...
I mean,
Usually, I think the rule, correct me if I'm wrong, John, but you can step into, like, a friendly one to move, but you can't really, like, stay there.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's how we would rule it.
Okay, so, no, he cannot step into that space.
he's gonna kill the one in front of him.
The one between you and him? Or,
Yeah.
okay,
The one that downed him.
okay.
So that is 19.
That is a hit.
Is it dead?
Well, I don't know how much damage he did.
9 points.
9 points, he is not dead yet.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
We're really beating the shit out of this guy.
You see that he is very hurt, though. You see that he does not have much fight left in him. Okay, so that's Igo. So does Igo get all 3 actions, just like a normal character?
Yeah, he has a react.
Okay.
He doesn't have a bonus action.
Gotcha.
I mean,
okay.
he would theoretically still be able to take one, though, if something gave him a bonus action. He just doesn't have any built in.
Okay, so is that Dowroc, or is your turn finished?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it is now the kobold's turns. So the kobold, I'll just start at the top. So the one next to Johan, he is going to attack. He does not have pack tactics, so he gets only a single roll, and he misses horribly.
Yes, he does. I'm very happy
Not
about
horribly, but he misses. Alright, so this one, the middle one, chooses to attack Igo because he doesn't like the fact that he is back on his feet, so he is choosing to attack Igo.
that. Remember, he has disadvantage, though, because of the vines.
That is correct.
Well,
Jesus.
So he...
Well, he got a 19, and then he got a 20, so he gets a 19.
Yeah, at least he doesn't crit. That's fine.
He does not crit. And he does 5 damage to Igo.
Okay.
This one, however, is just going to try to stand up with his action. And he also fails miserably.
Cool.
The kobold's turn is complete. It is now the orc's turn. The orc, not happy that Dowroc tried to attack him, chooses to attack Dowroc.
Swing.
And gets a critical hit.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Silvery barbs again?
Okay. Another natural crit.
What? Jesus. I don't like this guy very much.
Holy crap.
So I'm down. I have 1 HP, so I'm down. So roll the damage to make sure I don't die.
Well, he did 23 damage. So he does a D12, right? So I got 2 10s. So he does 23 damage to Dowroc.
What is it? Half my health to die instantly?
You're not half dead, right?
Let's see, 14.
And then all of a sudden, Todd jumps out of nowhere.
Negative 12.
Alright, so you're alive. You're alive, so you're down now.
What is perishing? Is that just dying, or just is that unconscious?
Do we really...
I
Are we really worried about this at our first
You are
encounter?
not dying. You are not dead. You are just down. Okay, so after the orc goes Johan's turn.
Alright.
Using up all my luck on a dang orc.
Giving Zack. When silver bars off, I give Zack advantage.
Okay.
I haven't technically used the advantage that I got from silvery barbs yet.
You have not.
Nope. You've not.
I am going to step mistily over to
Everybody misty step.
over to
Technically, Zack doesn't have it yet.
here,
but he gets it.
and I'm going to thorn whip the orc. And since that is an attack roll, I should have advantage.
Okay.
Got an 18. And
That hits.
okay, well, I hit then for 5 damage, and then I will pull him 5 feet towards me. That technically brings him out of the difficult terrain created by the vines. So if like he wanted to not re-enter that
Charge
and
you.
instead come after me, that is a thing he could do.
Okay. So as your thorn whip hits him and drags him, you can see once it releases from him that he is very hurt
Okay.
right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Turn now goes over to Zack's. Well, the human.
I wonder who.
All right.
I wonder who this human could be.
Yeah.
I am a human. I am
So-
human. Look at my average looking skin.
So he chooses to attack with advantage this one. Yeah, he chooses to attack that one. So he's got advantage. So actually, yeah, I can just click on my attack this time. I don't have to roll the custom dice. All right, that hits, but let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take the first one, which hits. As Zack attacks, he takes his sword and stabs downward, killing the kobold.
Excellent. Thin out this herd as much as possible.
Spring. And he ends his turn.
Okay.
It is now Dowroc's turn.
That's saving throw.
Oh shit, that's right. I bet I forgot you were down.
I forgot if I don't think Igo can go because he moves on my command. So
That's what I'm checking.
Okay, that's okay.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
checking right now. Yeah, it only takes the dodge action unless you're able to command it to do something. So he will still
Okay.
take the dodge action. He stands in place and bobs and weaves. So any attackers against him will have disadvantage. But that's it.
All right. So after Dowroc, it is the kobold's turn again.
Fun.
I roll 20, I get. If I roll in that 20, I get back up with 1 HP.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
No, that's fine. I mean, so this kobold is going to move over here. So this one's just going to use his action to try to get up again.
All right.
No.
Nope. This one, however, is going to attack, and
Crits. A little friggin' crits.
he is, yeah, I know that was, and he is going to attack with his spear to Zack, who does not have advantage because the other guy is incapacitated. The guy rolls and gets a total of 19 to hit Zack. That hits Zack. Zack, as the attack is coming toward him, you see him let go of one hand of his sword, swipe with his left hand, and a shield appears and blocks the attack.
Cool.
Wish a creature would, wish that orc would have just barely hit me enough that I could raise a shield, but
Yeah.
no.
Crit. Alright, Kobold's turns are done. It is now the orc's turn. The orc, really not happy about Johan, decides to go there. And he is going to use his great axe at Johan.
Goody. Why did I try to bait him into doing this again?
He gets a 20 to hit.
That hits. Yes.
And it does 11 total damage.
No, not 1100. 11. Dear God.
1100. All right, so that is the orc's turn. It is now Johan's turn.
And the other attacks necrotic damage.
Oh, none of the attacks are necrotic.
Alright, I will... I don't have a lot more that I can do at this point, frankly.
Just gotta stab him. Yeah.
You do notice that the orc is barely hanging on after he swung his great axe at you.
Okay. I will then, and I don't know that I want to do that because it kind of puts you guys at a bit more of a disadvantage. But I'm gonna drop.
I'm dead.
Yeah, sure. I know that, but like puts Zack the human at more of a disadvantage.
Okay.
The human.
I'm going to drop concentration on entangle, and I'm going to use hex to hex the orc.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know what else I would use hex to do to him, but you know what I mean. And then I will attack him with my ironwood short sword.
Okay.
15.
That hits.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That will do 9 plus 3 damage.
Is that a slashing damage? Like, are you slashing him? Or are you like stabbing at him? Just well, I mean, this is role playing, not. It's a slashing damage attack.
It'd be piercing damage.
Okay, so as you strike him with the short sword, because what does Hex do? Something special? It just ups the damage, right?
Let me make sure. The damage from Hex, what was it, 3 damage or whatever, is necrotic.
Okay, so describe what it looks like when you stab him with necrotic damage. Does it just does your sword turn dark? What kind of?
As the blade pierces his flesh, darkness rolls down its length and corrupts the wound.
There you go. All right. As you pull your short sword out, right, the short sword?
Yeah.
As you pull the short sword out, the orc falls to the ground, dead.
Fantastic. Unfortunately, that other kobold that's been restrained this whole time is back up now, but I think, considering how much damage that orc was doing, that's a fair trade-off.
Yeah. The orc didn't have, DMing, the orc didn't have much HP, but he did the most damage. Yeah. Like, he's designed,
He was a very angry glass cannon.
Yes. All right. Was that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Could I move? I could move.
Yeah, you can move.
I will move over here by Dowroc.
Okay. It is now Zack's turn. Zack reaches his hands out to Dowroc this time.
Oh. Are they all gone? Are they all dead?
Is what?
Are they all gone?
What, the monsters?
Yeah, the monster.
No.
No, there's 2 of them are still there.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But Zack reaches down, and you can tell it's a different light that appears on his hand, but it heals Dowroc for 7 HP.
Okay.
So he pops back alive. And then,
Mind you. Dowroc's like, remind me to buy you a drink after this.
yes, little one. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, and then that is Zack's turn. So it is now over to Dowroc's turn. So now him and Igo can move.
It's moving there.
Advantage.
Yeah, it is. On the ching. It's just like that game thing. Goes ching.
That hits.
It's 11 damage.
Not bad.
Okay.
Still alive. Jesus Christ.
Well, that one only got hit a little bit. So the one in between Igo and Zack has not gotten hit, and the other one only got hit slightly. It was the one that finally died was the one that actually got hit a couple times.
Igo's gonna move there.
Okay.
Then he's going to attack with Forced Empowered Rend on the one that Dowroc just attacked. Oh, so close. Miss.
Well, you have advantage, right?
Well, it's not. I don't know how. Is it directly opposite? Like, I have to be there.
I don't.
Like, I have to be.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Dowroc's turn. Is that done?
yeah.
All right. So the 2 kobolds are not happy with Zack, the human. So they attack Zack, the human. So the one to the left strikes first and gets a 13 advantage. He gets a 10, so he misses
Good.
with his first attack. His second attack, he gets
Deflecting swipe, so that's a straight roll.
ting, ting, ting. He keeps missing. So the left one missed with 4 d20s. The right one,
Okay.
first attack,
Oh, yeah.
miss. Advantage, miss.
The second one's going to be just a straight roll. Igo's going to deflecting attack.
Okay. So that misses then. So they miss Zack altogether. So they tried to hit him, but they did not touch him. He deflected him with his sword as they tried to attack him. After that, the kobold's turn is done. It is Johan's turn.
Right. Johan's
turn.
Johan's gonna move here, and he is going to use his bonus action to reestablish his hex on a new target, since the original target of his hex dropped to 0 hit points.
Okay.
And he's gonna put it on this guy here.
Okay.
And check something. Yeah, I'm gonna Thorn Whip. 25 to hit.
Okay. Hits.
It'll do 2 piercing damage and 4 necrotic damage, and then I will pull him here.
Okay, so after Johan, it is now Zack's turn. So Zack turns to the kobold that's in between him and Dowroc, touches his blade with his left hand, chants a little something, and then attacks him.
Little dance.
Booming blade.
Just a little dance.
Huh?
Uh,
He gets, well, first one's a 24. Let's see what the... Okay, so he had 24, so he hits. So he does 14 plus... Okay, that's it. Okay, so he does 14 damage. But as the attack hits, a explosion of light happens, and nope, not a D100. The creature takes an additional 4 damage from a divine smite.
Yay! Is it dead yet?
Kind of a weak initial divine smite, but he is not dead. You can tell that he is very close to death.
I would hope so. There's 3 guys attacking him.
So on that ends Zack's turn. It is now Dowroc's turn.
Now my turn. Just gonna attack that guy with advantage.
Okay.
Oops. 25.
Hits. You said that like a question. Like, 25 hit?
9 damage.
9 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, you can tell that he is hanging on for his dear life, barely standing at this point.
He's not gonna have it anymore, any longer. Is going to pummel him.
Hits.
23.
What's the damage?
What's the damage? 4 points, or 6 points of damage.
Igo swipes and decapitates the kobold, leaving only 1 remaining.
Wants to rip it. It's not decapitating it, it's attacking like a bear, so it's going to rip off its face.
Alright, that's fine.
There you go.
It ripped his face off.
A beak size indent into its nose and mouth, and just go rip.
Alright, I need to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. It's the kobold's turn anyway, so...
It's
Well,
gonna
he might attack Johan, so I'll wait.
claw his chest, too. It's just going to ravage it.
Dowroc.
I never say his last name is Corbucci.
Well, Zack the human didn't say his name Zack yet. Well, I wonder if it's going to be like you don't say his last name so we don't know that he's from Corwood.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, hey, wait a minute. Your last name is the name of the Dwarven Kingdom. That's weird.
Your name's the same thing as the king of the dwarves?
That probably doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That probably won't come back.
Should really change his name to the 4. I'm assuming that's how many... I don't know how many kings have been...
What, Dowroc Corwood the 4th or something? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Well, because in the kingdom, a dwarf has to take the king's name. It is...
Oh.
One of his sons has to take his name, and I guess the other 2 didn't get his name for some reason.
Oh, so your dad... So Dowroc's dad's Dowroc?
Yeah.
King Dowroc, or King Corwood, I guess.
Yeah.
See, that even sounds good. See, that's just good.
I guess he's the 3rd. Call him the 3rd. Dowroc's the 4th.
Booming Blade. Because Booming Blade and the Fire Green Flame Blade, they get kind of neat when you get, well, my thought at least. So when I get Warcaster, or if I end up going that route, once you hit like a higher level, you know, the damage die increases, so your opportunity attack deals an additional, 3d8s at max level, and then 48 additional if they move for the booming, and then Green Flame, you know, just jumps between them. Booming Blade.
We just need a way to make them move willingly.
Well, and that's the problem, is that there's not really that many ways to do it. And that's the thing. It's like Sentinel.
Charm
I
first.
still kind of want to. Well, Charm could work. Yeah, that's true.
Go way down.
Because Fear doesn't, because they can't move closer to you, but they can't move away from you.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the reasons I liked Polearm, I mean, I didn't want to take it, but like I like the if they move into your reach, they provoke an opportunity. I was like, that's nice. I like that. Like I wish Warcaster or something like had that instead. If they move in, you can use an opportunity attack because really, unless the DM decides they move, they just don't have to move.
Well, fear is doesn't matter. It's willingly moves 5 feet. So fear is they have to get away from me.
Well, no, fear. Oh no, well, frightened. Frightened is they can't move closer to you willingly, and they have disadvantage on attack rolls against you and saving throws. They don't technically have to move away.
Yeah. If they were to move away,
yes, they take a hit because it's their movement.
Because they don't want it. They're afraid of you, and they don't want to be near you.
Yes. To me, fear seems like something that would force somebody to move away.
Yeah, you would think so.
All, technically not. All right, you back?
Mm-hmm.
We need a way to have Steel Defender have a bonus action somehow.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can mess with it and upgrade them at some point. So, all right. Johan, are you back? Or
yeah.
No? Okay. So the Cobalt is going to move, which provokes an attack of opportunity from Igo because the Cobalt doesn't like that Johan hit him. So Igo can provoke or do an opportunity attack if you'd like.
17.
Hit.
5. Or 5.
5 damage, okay? He kind of brushes it off as he runs toward Johan.
Hey.
So the Cobalt comes up to Johan and attacks. And gets a critical hit.
Oh, good. I'm excited about that.
Don't worry. Don't worry. The Kobolds do not hit nearly as hard as the Orc did. The Cobalt literally did 5 damage on a crit. So, it's not terrible. Alright, with that, the Cobalt ends his turn, and it rolls back around to Johan.
Alright,
What kind of dice are you using now?
For... Huh?
Did you know you could change your dice?
Yeah, I've changed my dice.
Oh,
I use,
using like clockwork.
Because if you click on the... Well, I thought you could. I thought you could click on the message and it would actually show you. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I bought like a little like $4 dice set that had a bunch of different colors.
Oh.
So, Johan, you do notice that this Cobalt still is in fairly good condition.
Alright, well, I mean, I've got 3 guys standing behind him ready to help me out, so I'm just going to stand my ground. And I'm going to attack with my short sword for 19 to hit.
Hit.
And that would do 8 piercing and 5 necrotic damage.
It's a, D6, right? For, X?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So as that attack finishes, your turn ends, right? I assume? Okay, your turn ends, so Zack, turn, will go 1, 2, and he will attack with advantage.
Very good.
Well, actually, attack, yeah. He will... thankfully have advantage. That does hit. Okay, thank you. He hits for 10 damage. He will also, as his sword strikes down, another blast of holy light happens, and another smite occurs. He does an additional 10, and with that, it is the exact hit points required to take down the last Kobold.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You guys win. Before I do this next bit, John, what level do you get Todd to... when do you can actually use him? Is it 4 or 5?
I would need to get to Ranger 3, I think. Yeah. So I would need to.
Are you Ranger 1 or Ranger 2?
I'm Ranger 1.
Okay. All right.
I do
so
plan on
now-
taking Ranger levels though until I get to that, and then just going Druid the rest of the way.
Oh. Okay, that's okay. All right. So, because of that, now this is not going to be a normal thing. So don't, oh my God. No, never mind. Disregard. Okay. So the fight's done. So now Zack is like, looks like you guys could have used some help. You everyone okay?
Dowroc is leaning down, hands on knees, breathing heavily. He's like,
I mean, I'm good.
no, he's freaking out because of what happened. I've never done that before. That teleport thing. That I was at one place, and then I was in another place. That's never happened to me before. I don't know what happened.
I'll walk over to him. It's all right, man. I think you might.
I assume Igo would probably go.
I think you might be fey touched. Yeah, I am too. My druid circle has a close connection to wild places. It's something that one can sometimes pick up from proximity to certain magics.
I don't. I'd have to think about that. I don't. Nobody else in my family I've ever heard of be able to do that, like I can.
We'll
I know I don't think my father can.
Well, guys, this is Zack, sorry. So, guys, we can talk later. Let's, if you want to help me with this carriage. Oh, by the way, the guy on the ground, Zack's over there helping him up. I kind of forgot about the guy on the ground. So, Zack's over there helping him up. So he's like, hey guys, if you want to, and I pick him up and kind of holding him on one arm. I was like, hey, if you want to get out of here before potentially reinforcements show up, I have lodging that we can all rest at if you'd like.
Are the carriage horses still hanging around, or have they like run off or something?
No, they're still there.
All right. Well,
so they ran off, but they've kind of like come back a little bit. They've kind of wandered back over.
All right, well,
I was gonna say
maybe we should.
Careful again.
Maybe we should see about.
No, that's a good one. The horses ran.
Okay.
The horses ran. Nick had a fun idea.
Cool. I go pull the carriage.
I go just pulls the carriage and then
plus 2 strength. Plus 2, 14 strength.
That's fine. That's successful. So, do you accept Zack's offer to get into the carriage?
Yeah. Or George's offer. George. That's the guy. Is it his Zack's carriage or is it the guy's carriage?
Oh no, it's Zack's talk. The guy's like half dead. He can't really do anything.
Okay. So, yeah. We're gonna.
And I said, as Zack. Yeah, if you jump in, I can take you to the town and I can explain everything there to help maybe ease your guys' mind about what happened.
Dowroc's gonna help the George. He's gonna cast Cure Wounds, and unless we're
okay, no, that's fine.
I mean, I'm willing to. I was heading into town anyway, so.
George is up by 10, so he's good. He's healthy
right.
again.
So George kind of shakes off, and he's just like, "Yeah, come on in." So as you guys pile into the back of the cart, because it's an enclosed cart, so for those who want to get into the cart, is everybody actually getting in, or are people like kind of walking beside it?
I mean, the dog will probably walk beside it, but I mean.
Okay.
Or shakily in the cart.
All right. So as you guys get in, you notice that there's a couple like food and little bits of like not expensive treasure by any means, but just little bits of things. But then you see a bag, and it's got a red, almost magical thing that looks like it's kind of falling out of said bag, but not all the way that you can really tell what it is. And as you see it, Zack gets it and sits pretty much next to it. So you can't necessarily reach for it at the moment unless you ask or talk or anything.
No.
But as your way back to town, conversation. So Zack, now talking. So, well, I was trying to get there fast enough to help those gentlemen. They put in a request for the guild, and being a guild member, I was trying to come out to help escort them back to town. See, they were traveling merchants, and they were trying to transport food and supplies back to the town, but I was unfortunately unable to reach them fast enough. And Hillog, that orc that you found, he's been causing trouble for a while, so it is kind of nice getting rid of him, but he's just kind of a small fry when it comes to some of the ranks that are around there. So it's kind of nice to have a couple other people to help us, or help me when I'm in need with that. So thank you guys.
Yeah, it's I honestly don't know that I would have helped if there hadn't been other people around to assist, but I'm glad I was able to.
I want to get. This is Nick. We're gonna get that great axe, right? To sell it.
You can loot the great axe if you want. So yeah, sure. You can pick the great axe up. So you get a regular great axe. The kobolds, none of their weapons or items really. They kind of got destroyed as you were fighting.
Okay.
The great
That's
axe
fine.
was a piece of
Kobolds are gonna,
I don't
kobolds are gonna have like
think I want a kobold spear anyway.
and
Yeah.
and sharpened stick.
Yeah.
Some sort of sharpened stick.
But
I
you're sitting in the
rolled
carriage
to
too.
loot the body of the orc.
I mean, you can if you want to roll for it.
What is that? It's investigation or perception.
I
I forgot.
mean, do you have to roll to loot the body in normal games? I don't know. That doesn't sound.
I'm just looking for like money.
I guess do a perception. Do a perception, I guess.
Straight.
Straight 12.
Yeah. See if he got paid for doing what he was doing.
Unfortunately, you find nothing on the orc other than his great axe and a javelin. Both are non-magical, though.
Let's take the javelin too.
Okay. Now, as you're in the carriage, Zack said it shouldn't be long to reach the town. So, but as he's saying that, he looks around and kind of sees the brown bag, picks it up, kind of opens it up and looks inside of it. Doesn't really show it off, and he goes, "Oh, good, they got one." And then he closes the bag and then proceeds to put it in his backpack. This also counts as a short rest.
Okay. This one that they've got, anything we would need to know about?
I'm sorry, what'd you say? The what?
This thing that they got, that thing in the bag. Anything we would need to know about?
Oh. Is this
Yes,
Johan
this
talking?
is Johan talking.
Okay. Oh, no, it's, I was employed, this is Zack, sorry. I was employed by someone to try to collect a few items, and this is just one of them. And he proceeds to take the bag back out and flip it open, and then he pulls out a mask that is red. And it looks like a dragon's head.
Interesting.
And he says, yeah, I didn't really, or they didn't, the guild did not give me the name of the individual that is trying to get this item, but he said that there's a few of them around, and the pay's pretty well, and hopefully I was gonna find some stuff along the way, so I said I'd check it out. And then he proceeds to put the mask back into the bag and in his backpack.
Okay.
No, looks like something. It looks like something that would be that someone would hire somebody for to try to get back. It doesn't look very good for use. It's like doesn't look like the use for being good. So
Zack's response is simply, well, the pay is good, so, I mean, it doesn't seem to be very destructive on initial inspection, so, sometimes you just have to do stuff to get it, so.
Okay. Is there?
So, as you're driving along,
Oh, go ahead.
okay. So as you're riding along, you end up arriving into town. So you are now you arrive in Holbrook.
well,
So as you arrive in Holbrook, the carriage comes in. Woman and 2 guards kind of come out. They're like, "Oh my God, George, what happened?" George
What?
explains to them the situation.
where's your brother
Huh?
Jorge? Where's your brother Jorge?
Jorge.
What?
So
Jorge.
They come out. They explain, "Oh my God, like, how are you? What happened? What happened to Fred?"
I guess we would Fred
Fred.
and George.
No. Yeah, no, it's not Fred. What happened to your other guy? He explains the situation and says how you both assisted Zack in the safety and recapture of the carriage. And so they welcome
Are
you
we just like?
into the
Okay,
city.
so we're just rolling into town right now. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're just kind of rolling in right now.
assuming we put the body. We're in. Yeah, the body's in the carriage with us.
The what? The dead body?
Yeah, the dead body.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of
Yes,
assumed we would have grabbed him.
Yes. So they hand over the dead body to the appropriate individuals. George gets dropped off at the medical facility there, and you are now in just the town square.
Alright.
And Zack's like, "Welcome to Holbrook. It's not a big town, but it is my hometown. So if you need anything in town, let me know." And he's like, "I'm actually going to be heading over to the guild, which is just down the street, and I'm just going to go turn in my mission and be done. So I will thank you guys again, and I'll see you." And then he starts heading off toward the guild.
Well, what's your name, guy? What's your name, friend?
Oh, I didn't say his name, did I?
What's your name, friend?
Sorry.
I don't think any of us said our names yet.
It's so weird because it's like, I know that it's... Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
So before he does that, so he's like,
He's friend.
"Hi, my name is Zack Arnor. Nice to meet you."
Gonna walk Dowroc and be like, "My name, Dowroc Iyama."
Iyama?
Iyama.
All right. And how about you, Druid? What's your name?
IAMA. For anyone,
Okay.
Iyama.
for anyone. Yeah.
Just Johan.
Johan? Well, it is good to have your company.
Um,
And then he proceeds to go into town, say what he said, and
Yeah.
then
But
he's like, "If you ever need me, I will be at the guild." But yeah, there's
we're
basic
also
lodging, food.
following Zack and asking if the guild buys and sells stuff.
Oh yeah, you can go there and they buy, sell, trade. They have a bunch of random items that are there at different occasions. Usually people that are done with their guild assignments turn in things. So magical items if they happen to find them, common ones depending on what you're looking for. But yeah, they have everything. They have a lot.
I'm gonna trade in that great axe and that javelin.
Okay. Are you just wanting gold?
Let it. Yeah. Just or how much is it like a member? Do you need like a membership to do guild activities or?
So yes, so this is Zack again. Yes, you do need to be a guild member to really partake in that. But here, and he pulls out an emblem out of his pocket, and he hands it to you. and he's like, you can use this. This is a guild emblem that I have. You can use this to access whatever you need at the guild.
Oh, I mean, I could. How much do they usually cost?
What, the emblems?
Yeah, do I have to prove myself before I get an emblem, or
So that is just a
like a temporary pass, or
what's
or
the-
like a temporary pass, like a
yeah, I'm trying to think of the right word. As a
like a
it's like a
like a friend
friend
pass.
pass. Yeah, it's a friend pass kind of.
Like you have a membership, but you have a free friend there.
You're the plus one. So, yes, normally to get entrance into the guild, you have to complete the initial task. It varies depending on what you are or what's going on at the time, but usually it's going out on a mission, doing something, returning, and then proving yourself that, or proving to the guild that you can handle yourself.
Okay.
Usually a guild member accompanies you just to ensure that, you don't die. So, but it's not that hard. It is a rewarding job just because a lot of the missions have to do with helping individuals or kind of clearing out monsters or, kobolds or orcs when they start getting astray. So it's not a bad life.
I'll attempt to sell these items. It's like 30 gold for the great axe and like 0.5 gold for the javelin. So
30 and 25.
0.5.
So you're
It's
going
like
to the
I throw
guild
in the
or
javelin.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going into the guild. I'll just split them.
I'll tag along too, but I kind of like walk a good 5 feet behind you guys.
okay. So as you approach the guild, so as a group,
what are the general villagers think about Igo? Are they keeping their space, or
some of them are a little weary, but
how do the guards react with a owlbear pulling a carriage? Like
so
a
the
mechanical-
guards, when they came up, when they saw George, they were initially a little weary of the owlbear, but when George was there, he explained everything. The guards then spread word around the town, and so everyone is aware that the owlbear is nothing to fear.
Okay.
So he is okay.
I know that Paul mentioned about like Steamworks and stuff like that.
Mhm.
How would this village not have gotten word of like Steamworks or anything? Like, how is the world? Like, how?
So this as a DM, this is almost like a town out of time. Like it's very much less steamy, steamy. It's very less steam powered and that kind of stuff. It's more like I don't want to say a traditional D&D kind of town where not much is advanced. You notice that there's not as many advancements in this town.
Igo's not going to go to like the stable unless he directs Dowroc to be like taken to the stable. But I don't know when if I'm just going to scare the horses.
Is Dowroc, or is not Dowroc, is Igo your size? Or is he a little bit bigger technically? I know he's a medium creature, but I mean like size-wise compared to you?
He's about a foot higher, about 6 foot. We're standing up.
Oh, okay, he's only 6 feet. Okay.
Standing up on hind legs, I guess.
Okay. So, Johan, what were you saying about the guild?
I just tag along. I'm kind of looking around. I will mention offhand that this is one of the few towns in this region that I've never visited before.
Yeah, this is Zack. Yeah, this is kind of off the map. It's really weird. But yeah, nothing really expanded here, and I don't know. It's kind of nice, quiet place to call home. So, the guild here is not the biggest one, especially like the one in Valley Watch. Because quick pause, Valley Watch is the entire region, right?
Yeah, the city itself would be like the capital of this region.
So wait, Valley Watch is the capital city?
Yes, and
or is Valley Watch?
It's also the name of the region though too.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Unpause. All right. It's not as big as the guild in Valley Watch, which I do get lucky enough to go to sometimes, and I'm pretty impressed with some of their advancements, but sometimes it's kind of nice to come home to something that's not maybe as destructive sometimes as others.
Peaceful. Get it.
So as you make your way into the guild, as you make your way into the guild, you kind of walk in, kind of filled with kind of, just a bunch of random different like races and people of different heights, statures, everything. But nothing, you notice that there's nobody magical of any kind there. You notice that everyone is more of a martial fighter or something of the like, a archer or like a ranger type thing. You don't really notice or pick up any type of magical abilities on anybody. So you go up to the counter, and Zack's like, I'll be right back. I'm going to go into the back and just turn in my my loot. So front desk can definitely help you. So, and boom, you are in the guild. What would you like to do? Or do you want to do anything?
I will.
You want to attack everybody?
Well, I'm not that stupid. I will kind of lean back against the wall.
I goes on my left.
I reach into. I reach under my cloak and pull out a frog and set it on my shoulder and just kind of chill out. Do some people watching.
Okay. Dowroc?
Dowroc is going to go up to, I guess, one of the front counter people. Be like, I'd like to sell these, and he presents the great axe and the javelin.
Okay. So a big burly man with a beard, big muscular, was like, welcome to Holbrook's Guild. You want to sell these? Well, absolutely. We would love to take any equipment that comes off of any minion. Bad guy. Trying to think of the right word.
Came off his name. What was the orc? What did Zack say his orc's name was?
What did you say? Sorry.
What did you say Zack's orc's name was? Sorry.
Oh, it was. I had it written down. It was.
I forgot to write.
Hilug. K-I-L-U-G. Hilug.
Well, this guy. Well, it sounds like this Elug guy that Great Axe came off. It was a pretty bad guy for you guys. So.
Oh my God! You killed Keylog? That is great. He's been causing so much trouble around here. I'll be glad to take his Great Axe.
Yeah, Zack and my friend in the corner over there. We took him out.
I technically got the killing blow, but I'm.
Are you saying that as Johan?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. He's like, well, congratulations to you. He's like, well, one thing I will say though is in order to take these, you need to be a member of the guild.
Oh. Represent him with the temporary pass.
Okay. Oh, you got one of these. Okay. Yes, for sure. That I can help you this time. I will say though, it is a good idea to potentially join the guild if you'd like. The Bracers Guild is all about helping individuals across the country, or the nation, country, whatever. Is it the country of Valley Watch?
County.
County. I don't want to say country. We're dedicated to helping the people all around County of Valley Watch. Jeez, I'm hating. It's actually pretty simple too. Usually, in order to join the guild, the Bracers Guild, you simply have to get one of these tokens from a current guild member and just go on a mission in order to get it. But I would highly recommend it, as it gives you plenty of boons across the Valley Watch. Different towns and areas, if nothing else, has options available for you to buy or rest at.
Oh, so there's more.
Oh yes, this is an establishment that the Bracers Guild is located all across Valley Watch, and we're trying to expand further.
All right, so we're
With all of the... Now, correct me if I'm wrong, John, on the history of everything, so... Kind of speaking out of character. So, the history of what's been going on, of the constant back and forth and potential this and that, we developed the Bracers Guild as a way to try to be the middleman of helping anyone in need. Doesn't matter what side they came from.
yeah, that sounds good. So I'll
Alright,
ask.
there you go.
So I'll ask. So we're already members then, right?
Well, I like the way you think. If you complete a single task of the guild, I will make you members right now.
How complicated a task is the way I see it. We sort of already did.
That is a fair point you have there. But, unfortunately, the rules state that you have to turn in the initial token and then go on one of ours that we have listed. This was more of a
Remember, so
special assignment.
Okay, interesting.
does it cost anything to?
Absolutely not Dwarf. Absolutely
That's
not.
good.
It is
Dowroc.
free of
Yeah, that's
charge.
good. Johan doesn't. Johan
My name's Dowroc.
doesn't really believe it.
Dowroc. My
Yeah,
apologies.
Johan doesn't really
What's your
believe in
name,
money.
sir?
So
What's your name, my good sir?
My name is Griff.
Griff. Good name,
Griff.
Griff.
Thank you. Now, is that your
That's just a
contra- beasts behind you?
Oh, yes, this is IGO. I'd spent most basically practically all my life creating. He's a miracle, really. Just blood, sweat, and tears into this thing.
I'll be right
Yeah,
back again.
it's-
Okay. Well, we'll just keep talking. That's fine.
IGO.
Did you-
He like
did
comes
you-
up to another counter to get closer, I guess, and he steps back.
Did you throw him your arm there too, Dowroc?
No, he did not throw
Trying to
it.
joke.
What?
Huh?
What?
He said, did you throw him your arm as well, including in your blood, sweat, and tears? Did you also give him your arm? He laughs at it. He's trying to be joking with you because he notices your arm. Well, actually, how does your arm actually look? Does it look real?
It looked metallic. It's metallic.
Okay, just making sure.
It's kind of
But yeah,
like
he just jokes about that.
it's kind of it looks like the armor like Igo pretty much, and
Oh, okay. So it looks like
you could-
Igo's. Okay.
like it's like a off, like kind of looks away and kind of says you could say that.
I'll definitely have to sit down with you sometime and find out how you did this magic. We don't really have magic around here.
I think it takes a lot of time. Believe me, I can give you some notes about it, but it's more. Mine was more trial and error, but I can definitely show you my notes regarding it.
That would be fantastic if I knew my way any way around tools, which
You'd have to have
I
my-
am not.
So yeah. Anyway, I'd like to join this. I have a kind of in an urgent kind of need to get somewhere, but I guess I can do things on my way there.
Oh, well, may I ask where you're going?
I'm going to the it's called Blackwatch Fort, I guess.
I think that was the name?
Yeah, the Blackwatch Fort. I heard that I could possibly get notes delivered.
Oh, well,
To
let
the-
me, and he starts rustling around his desk and then picks up a parchment. Actually, I have something on the way there. If you could actually accomplish your goal, you could accomplish the task from the guild on your way to there.
Okay. That sounds, yep.
And then, now we'll
This-
just, I guess, wait for...
Is there like
Wait.
caravans? Do you guys have like caravans that represent you, or is it just more of a headquarter? Like, is there caravans that will be camping out, like outside like a military base, like representation, or that I can just turn this into them?
Wait, Sorry, what are you asking?
Well, I'm asking if the Bracers guilds have like caravans or like if they have representations at like military bases and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
That I can
so
turn this
Ruff's
into
like,
being-
well, unfortunately, since some militaries don't exactly agree with what Bracers Guild do, they don't really like us at the towns. I mean, we're not bad folks. It's just they're usually more one-sided than we are. We try to help everyone. Why, for the most part, they're obviously more interested in their own interest.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, we do not have any settlements next to a military establishment.
Certainly, we can definitely need the gold. Certainly. I'm assuming as he's walking and talking while he's rigging everything up as he's talking to me about that.
What, you like your gold and stuff, or like your stuff?
Examining the great axe and the javelin.
Oh yeah, while he's talking to you, he's kind of looking at it and stuff.
Okay.
He just kind of holds the great axe for a moment. He's just like, "You sure you don't want this?"
I'm more of a need my hands free. I'm kind of more of a one hand free kind of person.
I see what you're saying. I'm just used to seeing dwarves with axes, I guess.
I understand.
Yeah,
I come from a family that uses them, so
Seems a little racist.
And then yeah, I know, right? And then he chucks the.
It's a valid observation. So.
What's up, John?
This is commenting.
I'm still just chilling.
Oh, okay. So Cliff Notes. The task that the guild has is on the way to where Dowroc needs to deliver his letter. So Dowroc's like, "Cool."
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
I'm just gonna
that
follow
is-
him either way. So
and they're just chatting at the moment until you kind of got back. So, so as you guys are finishing up talking, Griff gives you the money for the weapons.
How much?
How much are they worth?
Yeah.
31 total.
Well, it's like 30.5. But how much?
He gives you 32 gold pieces.
Oh, nice guy.
He's like, it actually pays being a part of the guild. We try to take care of our own here. So he
Well,
throws you 32 gold instead of the 30.5.
30 gold. Should we? Should we give the guy's family, the 2 gold that died?
That's up to you. Would you like to do that?
Well, I'm gonna take 10, and then I was gonna step aside and walk over to Johan and give him 10.
Okay, so splitting.
I
Gotcha.
mean, yeah, that's fine.
then-
I'm cool with giving the rest to the family if that's what you want to do. Again,
Yeah.
Johan doesn't really believe in money. He will earn money because it's required to exchange for goods and services, but he doesn't really get it.
Okay, and then he's gonna go over to Zack and give him the gold.
Well, Zack's still in the back of the guild right now.
He'll wait.
So,
So-
Zack comes out, though, so Zack does come out now. Role-playing wise, well, for the sake of this, you said you were going to give it to the dead guy's family?
Well, like the 2 gold left over.
Yes. Okay. So you give those to the family.
Yeah, I was gonna give you out.
So, let me read something real fast. So Dowroc, because of that good deed that you did, as a DM, I am awarding you with inspiration. Do you know what inspiration is?
Yeah, I see it. I
Okay,
wasn't even going for that.
I know you weren't. I know. But see, you did it because you just did it, not because you were trying to get something.
That's
You get
that's some good
inspiration.
DMing there.
All right. So as Dowroc exchanges the money, or hands out the money to the families. Zack walks out from the back and proceeds to ask you about your talkings with Griff and seeing what he said and what.
Actually, I just got a stroke of memory that I think Griff is actually one of his Dowroc brothers' names. Too.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Griff.
Small world.
That's why I was just like, oh, just remember my brother.
Just tried to pull him out of nowhere. All right, so Griff. Okay, so now, Griff explains the situation of your interest in joining the guild, and Zack responds, "Well, that's great. Well, as you know, a guild member has to accompany you in order for you to meet those requirements. But the good thing is that you can actually turn in with any guild location that we have, any one of the Bracers guilds. So since we're going to go in that direction, there's a Bracers guild not far from there that we can just turn it in, and you can become members once we get there."
Does Johan need a slip? Do you have more than one of these?
No. So it counts for the group of people. So Johan is included in it.
That's nice.
For it.
Wait,
basically,
which-
to become a bracer, you have to get invited in by a bracer. And so since Zack, because of the situation that occurred, he decided to vouch for both of you. Technically an Igo, obviously not forgetting him, but he's like the Chewbacca, like he doesn't get an award.
And did you know in the
So-
original script, it was like only Chewbacca that got a medal?
And so they were like, "No, we gotta flip the script on that
Yeah,
one."
there's a
It was only him.
it was like him and like one other random person or something. It was they did a comic adaptation of one of the earlier scripts, and it's bizarre. Yeah, you guys should look into it. It's like hilariously dumb. So which direction are we going for this job?
East, northeast, kind of, but east.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, that sounds good. I was heading that direction anyway.
Zack says, "Well, that's wonderful. Well, why don't we, unless you guys want to do something, we can get a good night rest in, aka a long rest, and head out in the morning."
That'd be extremely good considering I used like all of my spell slots.
Yeah, I know, spell slots are annoying. I can't wait to go to hell with Nick's campaign and see what's short and what's long rest. All right. So, as we, Zack escorts you to his house, where he has a couple extra beds available, and you guys settle down for the night, and providing if you don't have any role-playing, you spend a long night's rest at Zack's house.
What does his house look like? Like
So his house is a smaller house. Like, what are you talking about, like the outside? What?
yes.
Like, what are you kind of... Okay, so, it's a very basic house, nothing too fancy, kind of at the end of one of the streets, or one of the pathways that's in the town, kind of up a little bit of a hill, so it almost like it's overlooking the town.
Does it have any amount of a yard or anything?
Yes, the backyard is fully open.
Also,
The backyard leads out into the outer perimeter of the town.
okay. Okay, so I will actually elect to sleep outside. I'm going to use the outside wall of the house as like a back shelter, and then set up a kind of a half tent at a right angle to the house to
Okay.
give myself
Okay.
a nice
He
little
asked if,
sleeping spot.
He asked if everything was okay, if there was something wrong,
I just like
or if that's just your preference.
to sleep where I can see the stars.
That's fair. I like the way you think.
Dowroc is going to talk to Griff if one of his whatever his duty is up. He's going to actually take Griff out, and he's going to show him how he repairs Igo.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
for like the minute. You just show him like he's gonna take out like a mason's tool set, which I think that's what they have. Well, he's gonna actually going to take out his thieves' tools, and then he's gonna do like a little magic for him, tools of the trade, or right tool for the job. When thieves' tool, artisan's tool, I can actually create one set of non-magic and artisan tools, and they vanish when you use this feature again. So he's gonna take this thieves' tools he has, and he's gonna turn them into like blacksmith tools.
Okay.
In front of Griff, and then he's gonna just basically give Griff the tour of Igo, I guess. Like just in the outsides, and like someone like lift a compartment up and just show him Igo, and just bang on some stuff and tweak some stuff and just increase Igo to full health.
Okay. Griff shows his gratitude as you share a hearty drink with him and go over that. So he sounds very appreciative of you.
And then he's probably just going to... Is manage spells? Is that change spells? Is that the day? That's the waking up part. Okay.
What?
Well, after a long rest is prepare spells, I guess. Is when you wake up, correct?
When your spells come back, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's after the long rest. Once you wake up, they come back.
And then I can prepare new ones. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to thank Zack for his hospitality and saving him and Igo back there. Now, I don't know what I would have done without... Well, it's easy to repair. It's just, I just really appreciate what he did back there.
Not a problem, friend. I saw that you were in trouble, so can't let them take, get the best of you.
So, in character, I'm going to ask Zack. So you're really somebody who wants to help people.
I am. My father, ever since I was young, I looked up to him. He was a paladin and served in the Bracers Guild, and unfortunately, he is no longer with us. Neither of my parents are, and I followed in his footsteps. And I really like the feeling it gets when helping someone.
It's always good to see somebody whose father is actually worth honoring.
May I ask, what's your father? How's he?
He is the head of my circle. He doesn't really approve of me in general. In fact, he's the reason I left. He wouldn't accept me as part of our clan.
Is that why you're traveling alone now?
More or less. I took it as an opportunity to set out and actually see the world. We're fairly isolationist otherwise.
Where are you originally from?
A secluded circle here in along the southern edge of the country. I don't want to get more specific than that. I still respect the fact that my people don't want outsiders to find them.
You're speaking of the out of character. Is it Forbidden Woods?
Yeah, but
right, the Forbidden.
But
what?
I don't know. He might have heard whispers of there being druids in the woods. It's kind of up in the air if anyone would have heard of them, though.
Okay. All right. As Zack, I've heard rumors about it, but no one ever thought it was true, and no one's ever seen them. So I won't pry any further. But that's pretty amazing to finally meet someone from there to know that the stories were true.
Yeah, it's not surprising that you haven't ever met any of my people. We're a very small clan, and for the most part, we've sort of acclimated to our environment. We don't tend to leave.
No, I could see that. I don't like to stray too far from my home as well. Dowroc just snoring in a corner.
No.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Well, I can understand the father thing about being. I don't think you're appreciated. But it's my first time getting out of where I live, so everything's new to me.
I remember.
May I ask where you've come from?
Corwood, the Kingdom of Corwood. Just never. I think that's like my official first fight I've ever been in.
You did well.
Well, you did pretty well for your first time.
Well, besides one-sided beating, that was familiar.
To be.
Well, don't worry. I'll be with you throughout this, at least this mission for you. So
Yeah.
I'll make sure to keep you healed up. Then Zack. I'm assuming we're all like sitting around like a fireplace. That's just what I'm picturing in my head at Zack's house. So he just gets up and he's like, "Well, better get to sleep. We have an early day tomorrow to try to head out, so we can try to make as much distance as we can."
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys take a long rest, and then wake up, and then head out to the eastern gate. So as you head out the gate, so you no longer obviously have the carriage or anything like that. So you start walking throughout. Start walking along the path. Nothing too crazy. Zack just kind of brings up conversation like, "May I ask what you specialize in, Dowroc? I mean, I assume you built this this fantastic. I don't know what you want me to call him. Creature, friend? I'm not really sure."
Name's Igo, short for Iron Golem.
An iron golem, but isn't he a owlbear?
He's made up to look like an owlbear. Just my personal preference.
Oh, okay.
He's here to compensate for my other faults. Definitely help out in a fight when he needs to, and that's really much what he's good for, except for trying to eat my arm. But
Well, I did see how he took care of that first kobold. I saw from a distance as I was approaching. Looks like he tore that thing apart.
what I specialize usually in is he's gonna do it. He's gonna take out his mason's tool or his blacksmith tools, and he's just do right tool for a job again. And he's just switch up his into like jewelers to set. I can pretty much do whatever you guys need me to do. Pretty much a jack of all trades at some things. I can infuse your armor or weapons, or if you have like need a wand or anything, I can put some magical infusions there. What is that?
What? What? Are you on the map right now?
Yeah.
Oh, did you go to the different map?
No, yeah, it changed with the.
Oh, did it change?
Yeah, it changed.
Don't worry about that right now.
Okay.
See, this is why I'm not on the map page right now.
I just happened to be on it, like switch my tab over to it. And I could pick up a rock. I'm not gonna do it. I don't think I can do it right now. It uses up one of my. Just stay for like purposely. They like pick up a pebble on the ground. They can make it light up, and it's not really bright right now, but it can be 5-foot radius light. So I can touch it with my jeweler's tools. I was going to touch it with my jeweler's tool, and it's going to light up.
It's impressive. I'm mostly just move around pretty good and make plants grow.
Well, I'll tell you what, the fact that both of you have such magical properties is quite outstanding, since not many exist near or in my town.
Yeah, I had
the only one that has any kind of power.
I had some assistance with mine. Took a lot of time to learn what I do, but
so you can open the map now.
Okay. Cool.
That's my fault.
Oh well, shit.
As you approach, So as you approach a bridge to cross, a individual.
Igo can't be surprised by the thing.
Oh, is like he can't be surprised?
Yeah. He's
okay.
vigilant. Defender cannot be surprised.
Yeah, he has
okay.
sensors.
Well,
Yeah.
where does... So I don't know where Igo and Todd need to be. I just kind of sat them there. So I don't know
It's
where...
going to be the left. It's always going to be the left.
Todd
gotcha.
goes where he wants.
Okay. So as you're walking, so you come up a big burly man who is dressed with a lot of excess bling, I guess is the right word to say, pops out, and he's like, you'll need to pay the toll to pass this bridge.
What's a toll?
Huh?
Johan asked.
Exactly.
What's the toll?
He doesn't know what to
Money. Give us money.
This is why I don't usually stay on the road.
And then as he is talking, a bunch of little, obviously not as threatening individuals start walking up behind him. He's like, well, you better give us what you have, or if you want to get out of here alive.
Sorry, I'm confused. I thought we were intended to pay a predetermined amount. Now you're just asking for what we have. That doesn't seem very fair.
As you are saying that, you can tell that the obviously bandit captain is getting quite irritated with your responses. And he says, if you don't shut up and give me my money, or give me your money, I'll cut your head clean off.
I don't like your attitude. You're very rude. I think we should just go a different direction, guys.
Bandit captain's getting upset, and he's just like, get 'em, boys. And as he says that, the bandit a little closer.
Dun 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 dun.
Like right there. And he goes there, and roll initiative.
Right now?
Unless you would like to leave.
No,
Like, unless you want to run from the fight.
Let me take a look here. A lot of them again.
this is a dangerous area.
Yeah, but you, just by looking at them, though, your passive perception tells you that the bandits themselves are nothing to really worry about. You can tell that he mostly keeps extra bandits around as a way to outnumber individuals, not necessarily because they are strong.
You know, I don't think I like these people being in an area so close to two towns, technically. I think maybe we should stand and fight. After all, you were saying earlier that you want to help people, right?
Zack draws a sword.
I'm gonna look over
Absolutely.
I'm gonna look over this paper that he gave me. Does it say anything about bandits in that area?
It does not say anything about bandits on it.
This is a freebie, okay.
This is happenstance encounter. This is not the guild encounter.
Okay.
I got 15.
Give me 1 second. I'm seeing what spells I have. I can do.
Oh yeah, did you do any of your stuff in the morning?
Well, I did a long rest. I didn't know we're gonna go into a fight right after.
Oh, always prep.
Well, unless I say otherwise, my I just prepare the same spells I had ready the day before.
That's the same thing I said. Yeah, for me.
Yeah, I think that's pretty typical. Man, this rice cake is very stale. Tastes good though.
Oh, I like this one. Yeah. Take that one. Okay. Oh, gotta roll. Yeah.
At least one of those guys is going before me.
They are not. That was a tie-breaking dice. So, Johan, as always, you are first.
Okay.
What'd you get, Dowroc? 3?
I got 4.
Oh, 4. Okay. Dowroc, you are last, just letting you know.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What am I going to do? I'm going to start off with the gun.
I will start off with Entangle. In case any of you had any question otherwise. I'll aim for the captain and the 3 guys right in front of him.
Okay.
Strength DC 14.
So, this is the captain. Captain's fine.
Yeah, I figured.
So, the bandits. That one's fine. Number 2. That one. So, this one is entangled.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then last, that one is also entangled. So these 2 are entangled. Right, is this the one? Or, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, these 2 are entangled.
And then, as I do that, I'm going to move myself up here. And, I guess that's good. I guess that's a good turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is the captain's turn. 1, 2, 3.
Remember,
4.
he's in difficult terrain, too.
Yeah. 10, 20. Well, it's only in this square, right?
Yeah, so it would take him 20 to get out of it, and then he'd be good.
So 20. 2. Okay. So he will go there. Okay. It is now Zack's turn.
Entangle's so freaking good, man.
So Zack is going to run straight up to the captain. And he will use... Is this per short rest? It is. Zack will use Hexblade's Curse on the captain. So, I can score a hit on 19 and 20 against just him. And I have +2 bonus damage rolls, and I regain 5 HP if he dies.
Nice.
I will then attack him.
I always forget about the recovery ability on that.
I do too. So, 14, unfortunately, does not hit.
That's not great.
So, Zack's sword. So, the captain parries the sword strike. It is now the bandit's turn. I'm just gonna... You mind if I just move Todd? Because, I mean, technically I would just have him up and hit him, but I would assume Todd just went with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Todd, like I said, Todd does what he wants. If you want to have Todd like run away when the guy moves, that he can do that. He just hangs out.
Wish we could bite him. I wish we could bite him. Can't Todd flank? Does Todd count as flanking?
I mean, I guess technically, but I can't tell him to go anywhere yet, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Those two are entangled, I forgot.
Yeah.
So they are going to surround Zack, and all of them are going to attack him with their scimitars.
Scimitars.
So that's 4 of them, right? So first one, miss. Ooh, that one was a crit. Let me just roll the other 2 first. Miss and miss. So the one crit hits him, which does a whopping 9 total damage. Alright, I mean, that's 9.
What did get these guys?
Okay. And then they're going to use an action each to try to break out. One got an 18, the other one... Oh, wait, no. It looked like an 18, it's a 2. The other 2 bandits are still restrained. It is Dowroc's turn.
Dowroc is going to go over here, and Dowroc is going to cast Dowroc's Caustic Brew. It's a dex save. on. It's a 30-foot line going this way, 5 feet. It's a 30-foot range, but 5 feet width. So it's gonna get both of these two right here.
Okay, gotcha.
I
Okay.
forget you can see.
Yeah. Okay. So would you say it's a what throw?
Save
Yeah. Okay. How much?
14 is it's my
Oh,
D8.
okay. So one of them does save.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
second one, when I do the custom roll, it's 2d20s, by the way, just so I can do both at one. So this one took damage. This one did not.
Actually makes sense.
Each creature in line must succeed with D or be covered in acid.
Jesus.
A creature covered in the acid takes 2d4 at the start of each its turns.
Okay.
Hold on. Oops. And then I go is going to move here and attack the bandit in front. This bandit here.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What's its damage? 2d8, right?
Shoot. It's usually 1d8. Yeah, it's 1d8. So it'll be 2d8.
Yep.
4. Plus 4, so 12 damage.
Igo's killing more people than anybody.
Well, I mean, he's a big metal owlbear. Of course he's killing people.
Well, that's true.
It's a second crit tonight.
Johan's turn.
I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab the one that's between me and the captain with my short sword.
Advantage. Okay. The two are restrained.
Oh, okay.
These two are.
Crit.
Well, that hits for sure. Oh, it's a crit?
Yep.
Oh, he crit the second attack.
9 damage.
On a crit?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Alright. You deal most of his HP to him. But he's like barely hanging on for his life right now.
Alright. I'm done.
Okay. Zack's turn. So Zack decides to attack the captain yet again. But when he is attacking, he is utilizing his... Where is it? Nope. There it is. He is going to use his precise strike to gain advantage against the captain.
Nice.
So, good thing I have advantage. 17. That hits. It deals a total of 9 damage to the captain.
And I assume that
Takes some damage.
I assume he doesn't look almost dead.
Oh, actually, what I have is 17. Actually, wait a minute. As a reaction, sorry, he doesn't take damage. As a reaction, he uses his parry reaction, which adds
Jeez, this guy's actually tough.
2 to his AC against a melee attack that would hit it. So, he parries yet again Zack's attack.
God.
It is now the captain's turn. The captain, feeling pretty good about himself, is going to take his action. He is going to attack, multi-attack against Zack, which is 2 strikes with his scimitar and 1 with his dagger.
His scimitar is going to be deflected.
That's the disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
A straight
So-
roll.
First. Well, it's not a straight roll, right? He has disadvantage?
Well, he's Did you say he has advantage?
No,
Or
he
is-
doesn't have advantage on me. So he
Oh.
has disadvantage.
Well, he has flanking the guy behind him.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So straight roll, he got 15, so he missed Zack on the first scimitar. He's going to attack again. This time he gets a 19, which hits Zack. And that is going to be for 8 total damage. Captain whips out his dagger and then tries to make one final attack against him. And Zack deflects that knife attack, or the dagger attack. It is now the bandit's turn.
Bandit is going to take
Oh yeah, this one.
max damage.
How much is that?
8.
Okay, that bandit is also nearly dead.
He's screaming because he got a splash with acid.
So he is not going to take any action because he is hurt beyond the dickens. The bandit that is Johan hit.
He's desperately trying to scrape the acid off of his body
Yes.
before he melts.
So the south bandit, this one is no longer restrained.
Cool.
This one is still restrained.
Good.
And then this one decides to run up and attack Johan for striking against his friend. And he misses terribly.
No, yeah, it's an action to scrape or wash the acid off. So I guess you take the action to scrape it off.
Oh, okay, see, there you go.
Okay.
And then these two bandits are going to choose to attack Zack. So 2d20s. I got a 18 and a 4. So the 18 one hits, which does... It does a whopping 2 damage. All right, with that, Dowroc's turn.
That bandit by Johan get injured. The one
Which-
bottom. The
this
one,
one?
The one on the bottom.
No, it has not been injured yet.
Trying to think on how to do this. Dowroc is gonna take a shot at this guy with his gun.
Neat. He hasn't done that in a while.
Well, he hasn't done it successfully at all.
There we go. 20.
This one?
Yeah.
Wait, was that a nat 20 or?
No, just dirty 20.
Oh, okay. What, how much damage?
Take 10 points of damage. Piercing damage.
Shoot him straight through the chest and kill him.
Yes.
Okay.
Did it kill him?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Then, he's gonna move. See, it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, has Johan ever seen a gun before?
Yeah,
Like, does Johan...
he's been around enough to have seen a couple guns.
Okay.
He's not like, what the hell was that?
And
And Zack's too distracted to see what it was, so.
he's gonna move here, and Igo is going to attack this guy.
Okay.
He's gonna miss.
Unfortunately, yes, that is a miss.
9 plus 4, 13.
Oh, no, that hits.
Oh, it does.
Man, these guys suck.
He's dead.
Okay. You have 1 HP.
He had 1 HP. He had
Okay.
acid thrown on him, Nick.
Yeah, I'm just
Alright.
I just wanted to get rid of all the potential flankers before they could get their turn, so the captain doesn't have advantage anymore.
That's basically that's how the captain works. He just has a bunch of minions that just flank for him because he can strike so many times.
Okay.
Whose turn is it? Is it my
well,
turn yet?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Cool.
I think.
Yes. Yeah, it's your turn.
All right, the guy right in front of me, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay.
Is he's still restrained, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I definitely hit him.
Ooh. How much damage you got?
Five damage.
Boom! No.
All right, as my
The captain is beginning to look around, very worried that all of his men are dying.
as my bonus action, I will.
Are you sure you don't want to pay a toll, Captain?
And for my bonus action, I will cast Hex on him.
What? Wait a minute.
What?
He's double hex.
Yes, he is.
He is double hexed, yes.
And then I'm
Double
gonna
hex.
move here.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Zack is going to attack the captain again, and he's going to precise strike his second time.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Get something good. Oh, why did I just roll a d20 instead of... I keep... That would have been 16. So that would hit, but he would parry it. So let's try to. 20. Alright, so that hits.
It's higher.
So, alright, so Zack strike deals. So it's 12 plus... So 14 total damage. And Zack, as the blade strikes, he is going to unleash a divine smite by expending his pact slot that comes back after a short rest.
Smart.
Just needed a shorter fuse. This guy just needed a shorter fuse, man. He could avoid it all.
9 more damage. So, the bandit takes the hit, taking more damage than he is comfortable with. It is now the bandit captain's turn, who is very upset.
I never would have
Yeah.
guessed.
It's only he
Now-
got a shorter fuse.
He now moves here and triple attacks on Zack again. So first,
Oh, he's got advantage again.
yep, 17. So
One of those is
crits.
one of those is
Shit.
going to be. I'm going to say
So-
silvery barbs.
On the crit? Okay. So,
I guess he's just a straight. Wait a minute. It's a.
no, he would re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
So he gets a 9. So that's 17 total.
When he gives Zack advantage.
Okay, so
I'm going to say to the captain, look at this guy's body over here. He's got a hole in his head. Look at your guy's head. He got a hole in his head.
the regular scimitar still hits him, but the crit does not.
That's good.
No, that was going to go with my original statement. Are you sure you don't want to pay a toll, Captain?
He gets even more upset and continues to strike with fury. He
Can't,
rolls again.
guess he doesn't want to look weak in front of his pathetic minions.
What, 2 guys that are left?
Well, I mean, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen at this point if they try to run away? Like, what can they do?
Opportunity deaths. So the next strike is completely missing. And then the last dagger strike, which I believe he gets less to hit, right? No, it's still 5. Miss, miss, and then the last, he missed all of the other attacks against Zack. Alright, now Zack, just so everyone is aware, looks pretty heavy breathing. You can tell that he's only about a third of his HP left.
Okay.
And not that he's really worried, but now it's the bandit's turn. bandit decides to move here, and they are both going to attack downwards toward Zack. One having advantage. Now, I think they only have a... yeah,
One of them active? How did he have the
The bandit
the,
captain.
the captain.
Oh,
So, that... Whew, that was almost another crit. So the one with advantage misses. And then the other one... What the heck? Nat, it's a crit. Jeez, oh Pete.
it happened. It can happen.
Ooh. I rolled the minimum damage, though. That's nice. So I took 3 damage. So Zack has 6 HP left. All these dang bandits. After that, Dowroc's turn.
Dowroc is going to shoot the bandit captain.
Yeah.
Okay?
Kablam. Unless the gun misfires again.
It
No.
Well,
It,
it didn't hit.
Reduce those bullets. See, the only way to do this. Doc's gonna move there and trying to decide. Igo's gonna take a swing at him.
Okay.
And he's the flip.
Ah, he also misses. Okay. Okay. Go on.
Alright, I am going to move here. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Zack.
Oh!
8 HP.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Zack, thanks. Johan.
that'll be my turn.
Alright, it is now Zack's turn. Zack, reinvigorated by Johan's healing, attacks the bandit captain.
Not has advantage. Or if he didn't have advantage before, I didn't know.
Well, technically he had advantage from silvery barbs, but
Oh,
he now
no.
has
Yeah.
B advantage with this, so he is going to advantage attack. That's the wrong dice. I rolled a D10 on accident. I clicked the damage instead of the actual.
Yeah.
So that hits. Okay, so obviously I'm going to use the first one. Damage dice. Not as high as I would have liked, but it does a total of 8 damage to him. You can tell that the bandit captain is about halfway down. He's not completely out of breath yet, but you can see he's starting to slow. It is now the bandit captain's turn. The bandit captain, however, turns... Well, actually, no. He's just going to attack Zack again, because he can tell that he has the lowest amount of HP. So the first roll, which he had advantage, so much advantage. First one, he is going to roll a 24, which hits. Is 1d6. Alright, he only did 4 damage. Okay. His second attack. Advantage. Missed, and then his dagger. Miss. And a crit! So many crits tonight.
A crit?
That's a crit.
Did Zack crit?
No, the bandit crit to...
Oh,
So... But this is like the lowest damage he could do. Let's see. He did 9 damage on a crit. Oh, Zack's down to 1 health. Woo!
Fine.
Alright. Well, the fun part is that after the captain, it is now the bandit's turn.
Well, let's hope their attacks get deflected off of your anime sword boy armor.
He's wearing half plate on normal armor.
Yeah, that's why it's anime sword boy armor. You're not wearing any armor, but it still works.
Yeah, there. All right. So the first one attacks with the one with advantage. So that one misses.
Deflecting blow this up.
Oh, okay. Well, he missed both.
Okay.
So then the last one.
Well, the last one, and then
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right,
The
so
one
they
that-
missed.
yeah.
Gotcha. Oh no, I gotcha. Okay. All right, it is Dowroc's turn.
Dowroc is going to take out his mace. His pistol's not working with this guy, so he's taking mace. And there's nobody 5 feet of him, so that's not going to really work out. He's going to swing at the captain.
Okay.
Jeez.
That is a miss.
Low balls, man.
Remember, remember he has
hey,
advantage.
I have advantage.
Yeah. Oh, everybody's got advantage today.
15.
That is equal to his armor class, but he reacts and parries your mace away.
Ching.
Ding.
Wish I
Cool,
could
Liar.
Wish I had an at-will reaction for shield, man. So I don't use up a slot. That'd
Yeah.
be great. Dowroc is going to move here.
Okay.
And then Aiga's going to get 2 swipes.
Okay. Again, I need to find a
14,
miss.
I think. I just forget what that is. Well, it's a 16, actually. Well, 14, what was that? 10?
So you rolled a 10, yeah.
So it's actually 16. Sorry.
That hit.
Let me roll one more because it's advantage. That's gonna miss. So 9 points of damage.
Okay.
4 damage.
Is he still up?
He is still up.
Jesus. Alright. For my turn, I will shimmy up here,
Jimmy.
and I will... That frog from earlier that popped out of my cloak that one time,
Yeah.
he's gonna hop at the bandit captain and latch onto his face, performing the help action. And I'm gonna thorn whip around Zack at the captain.
Okay.
12 misses.
12 does miss.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Zack's turn, and he will strike the captain. So he is going to use his Vow of Enmity on it as a bonus action, so he has advantage on him for a minute. And he will strike.
Nice.
Good thing I got advantage. No. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, he didn't have to use parry this round yet. Well, actually,
He did parry.
it's
Well,
not. Is it the full round, or is it still
The full
get back
round.
his round?
It's a full round. Did he have a parry against me?
He parried you, so he
Okay.
still used his reaction, right? Okay,
Yeah.
then it hit.
Well,
Okay.
it's back to his. He should have a new parry.
Yeah, once
Oh,
once the round starts over, he gets his
Okay, so never mind.
reaction.
He gets a parry.
Okay. So he parries, and it does not hurt.
God, this guy's
So-
annoying.
That is his turn, or that's my turn. So the bandit captain's turn.
But you
The
have
bandit
heard.
captain.
But you have heard of me.
Yeah. The bandit captain turns toward Dowroc and decides to attack him now, since he hit him. So, first scimitar.
Just straight roll. Miss.
that is a miss. Second scimitar. Same roll. Still a miss. His dagger. Crit. I mean, it's the weakest one of the bunch, so... It does a whopping 9 damage.
9 damage.
And then that is the captain's turn. Now it's the bandits. The bandits don't like Johan right in between them, so they choose to attack them. So, I'm just going to roll 2d20s.
Yeah, I never could have foreseen this outcome.
Highest is 14, so the one on the left got a 17 to hit.
That does it, yes.
Okay, so it does a whopping... 6 damage.
Not bad.
And then the one on the right, roll 2d20s. This one only got a 15 to hit.
That misses.
Alright. It is now Dowroc's turn.
Gonna smack him.
Okay. That's a 20 total, not a crit, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the 17. So it does hit.
Okay.
6 damage.
Okay. You can tell that he's really slowing down now.
Pygo is gonna do.
Okay.
Oh, do I need to move anywhere? No, I can't because he's still alive. Yeah, Pygo's gonna do.
Advantage.
13 and 22.
22 hits.
5 damage.
Okay. Johan, turn.
He's not dead yet, really? This is crazy, man.
Jeremy added like 50 health to
Nope. I didn't change anything about this captain. His parry is what's kind of keeping him alive because he can block attacks. He doesn't have much health left, so...
Alright, in that case...
Freaking fighters.
I'm gonna step back
What's
here. And I'm actually going to Thorn Whip past them again and try to hit the captain.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay.
Miss.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Zack's turn. He attacks the captain with like freaking advantage and all this other crap. Let's see if he actually hits. That one's a miss. Oh, 18. That hits.
God.
So I rolled the lowest damage on the die though. So
Roll 1.
you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna expend a spell slot to Divine Smite this guy. If I get lucky enough, he can go down, but let's see. Yeah, 12. As he slashes him, the bandit captain falls. Both of these bandits get scared, and they attempt to run away.
Cool.
Opportunity attacks can be made, or you can choose to let them go. That is your choice.
I'll let him go. It's fine.
Zack will also let them go. Alright. With that, Dowroc, are you attempting to loot the body again?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You find a scimitar, a dagger, and studded leather. And again, the other people don't have anything worthwhile on them.
Doesn't have any gold. There's no gold for the tolls. Are we his first customers of the day?
He has
Is
40 gold pieces on him.
oh, that's what I like to see.
So as
Scimitar.
you move across the bridge, you set up camp, or you rest for a moment, so you gain the benefits of a short rest.
All right. How much damage have I taken? Not a lot. I'm
Let me get.
gonna roll one of my hit dice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
13 gold.
13.
Well, 40 gold divided by 3. It's 13.
Oh, gotcha.
I
40 gold. I mean,
I managed to recover all of the damage I took, which wasn't a lot anyway.
How do I do? You see short rest.
I see the short rest and the hit die, but if I click the hit die, it doesn't actually like do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta.
I just
How the hell did you do it, Nick?
You gotta take short rest, and then
Yeah.
it will show up the hit die, and I just clicked on the hit die block.
That's what I did.
Yeah, it didn't actually roll it for me. I had to do it manually, but it's fine.
Oh,
Alright, I don't know. I'm just gonna roll it. Short. Because you can, spend each one of these throughout one long rest, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Okay, so I need all the help I can get. So 21 plus... So 29. I healed all but 3 HP, so sweet. But I used all my hit die.
Yeah.
Alright.
is this a broken bridge? Is this really a broken bridge, or is this a? This is good to go.
Yeah. Now that we
Yeah, you
actually
can jump over. It's only 5 feet.
now that we actually have the chance, I want to actually take a look around in this area.
Okay.
And is there anything of interest here aside from the bridge and the water?
There is nothing really of interest as you're walking around. Do a investigation check.
Cool. I'm not very good at this, but I will do my best. 19.
Okay. I was gonna say Dowroc can also make it because he's got a high stuff. So you're looking around and stuff, and you kind of find a little group of just like a pile of random equipment. It looks like nothing too great.
What was that leather you said?
Studded. Let me look. I think it was studded leather.
Yeah, that's what you said before.
Yep, studded leather. So, where is... Nope, that's not it. No.
Still unencumbered.
Alright. So, you are looking around and your investigation, you see a decanter underneath a bunch of stuff.
Can't.
A decanter. So, you pick it up, and due to your investigation, and would there be another check? I don't know. Probably not, right?
I mean,
Yeah, I can detect magic.
That's up to you.
You need.
I could roll her.
Oh, you can detect magic items?
I detect magic.
Oh, okay. What role would that be? I wonder.
What?
To check the... I don't know, something's... Arcana?
Maybe? Yeah, I guess.
Magic items. Yeah, there we go. Arcana. Roll an Arcana check.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I can help him.
11.
Advantage.
11. Are we,
I can give you advantage.
is that what we're doing? Or
And a guidance at will, Nick.
Oh yeah, guidance. You get advantage in guidance.
20 then. I
Roll a d4.
Yeah, I got a 20 then.
With a
Alright.
D.
So you have discovered the decanter of endless water.
Neat.
Oh.
So this, from
Yeah.
what you remember from your times of finding out about this, it is a magic decanter that contains an endless amount of water, obviously. You can choose to speak 3 different phrases in order for the decanter to do different things. Stream produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain produces 5 gallons. And the geyser. Geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 foot wide. As a bonus action, while holding the decanter, you can aim it at a creature that you see within 30 feet.
Yeah.
They have to save on a DC 13 strength saving throw or take bludgeoning damage and fall prone. Instead of a creature, you can target an object that is being worn or carried that weighs no more than 200 pounds. The object is either knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away from you.
So it's a portable fire hose. I like it.
Basically. And it does not require attunement or anything.
Oh,
But
kind
yes, you can shoot a water gun at somebody and knock them prone.
You should keep it for later levels when I have turned mud to dirt.
What's that?
I can turn dirt to mud or turn mud to dirt. It's a spell I can use. If somebody's standing in the mud, I can just turn it to dirt and trap their feet in the ground.
Cool.
Oh, so you can like shoot it at the ground and then... That's kind of neat.
Cool. I like that. I'll hang on to that at least for now.
Yeah,
Right.
we solve our water problem.
It looks neat too.
Yeah. Yeah, solves the water problem, technically, yes, you're right. As you continue, kind of looking around, you see nothing of really. I mean, you realize that this is probably something that the bandit took off some traveler that they didn't realize probably what they got.
You just
They
thought
weren't
it
really
was
smart
like a regular drinking horn or something.
Right, it looks like they threw in the corner, so their loss.
Yeah.
There.
I'm all for shitty people losing stuff. That's fine with me.
That is, yes.
No waterfall right here. Oops, I moved the map. Here we go. It says waterfall right here.
Like how accurate is this map? I guess is the question. Like,
Oh, is this?
does the water really pick up there or not?
Sure.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I don't know that it actually matters, but
Is the bridge out, or is that just dark?
Oh, we can
No,
we can hop it.
It's a
Okay.
5-foot gap. You can hop that. Yeah, you can hop that.
All right.
That's not a problem.
Are we moving on?
dork.
Are we moving on further today, or we like when do you guys need to
It's
stop?
I would say it's the wind down at this point.
Okay.
So, post game, I'd like to. Well, actually, we can set up like the camp or however we want to end it. But post game, what did you like? Did you not like? Changes for future, something like that.
Yeah.
It was good. It was really
Cool.
good.
It's a little rocky, obviously, at the beginning. So
It's level 3. Level 3 encounters. We're not doing.
oh no, I know.
Yeah, I
Well,
died.
so I was gonna at the end of the first fight, if you remember me saying like I'm not gonna make this a thing. I was gonna just level us up there to try to, I don't want to say round out our characters a little bit, to like get a little bit more. But I was like, I'll hold off, I guess.
Hazel it.
Because do you get anything that's like?
To get a
You
feed.
get the next
An ability
it's
score.
me.
Your ability score. That's about it.
I'll get
Okay, yeah, you get that.
I'll get my ranger fighting style and which gives me my shillelagh, which I'm pretty excited.
Oh,
about.
that's right. Yeah. So, yeah, so there's that. So, I probably still won't, because I don't want to, like, overdo it at the beginning. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like, make it longer. Not that leveling up is going to, like, end it by any means, but yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm all for setting up camp here by the water. It's not a bad spot.
Okay.
That's what you guys are up for. Where are we heading again exactly? I don't even remember where we said we were going.
What'd you say it was, Dowroc? It was the
That black,
town.
that black garrison.
Yeah, the military place that you said we could send a message from.
Okay.
So it's in that direction, but the guild quest is on its way to that.
Okay, that makes sense.
What is?
So,
Do we have a goal?
Huh?
Do we have a goal?
What do you mean? Do you have a goal? Like,
Like the guild quest. I mean, it was.
oh, the guild quest?
Yeah. I didn't
So the
know.
guild quest, so I'll say you guys take a long rest now. So I guess the short rest was useless.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It wouldn't have been useless if we had decided to press on.
well, fair. So as you take your long rest, Zack kind of fills you in on what the guild goal is, or the mission that the guild has given to you guys. Basically, it's your usual run of the mill kind of. There's a cave. There's like a cave tavern there's a cave that has orcs and stuff in it. That the orcs that we fought earlier, he was a part of that. So it's basically clearing out that, because basically we're gonna go into a cave and kill a bunch of orcs.
Wasn't. Oh, it's okay. I wasn't the leader.
He was the leader of that little like squad. He's not the leader of that whole faction. No.
He wants to go out and just one orc. Just that one guy is just like, just kill them all.
No. He explains that that's not the only orc. That was, there's multiple different factions and stuff, and usually the kobolds are quite tame in comparison. It's usually when they have an orc leading them, or somebody else leading them, that they kind of, try to be worse. And so usually we have found that if we get rid of the orcs, the kobolds do not really cause an issue. Because the kobolds know that they are not strong enough on their own. Pretty much.
It's always annoying.
Those kobolds, but those armored kobolds were stronger than the orc was.
So they were more defensive.
Yeah.
Technically, the orc did more damage with his axe.
Yeah, he hit harder. Okay, so that could be a little bit of a problem. It's always a shame too to hear about orcs who insist on turning to banditry. I don't like that. I've met some really nice orcs in my time journeying around.
Well, we had a half orc come into our village once, and they were great.
Yeah.
And so that's just unfortunate that, unfortunately, a group of people are just not good. So
I've heard chatter of the pushback that a lot of orc traditionalists have had against the new way that their king is trying for. Makes you wish people could just admit when things are better for them, But yeah, I mean, if they're causing problems, we gotta stop them. It's the best thing to do.
Yep. Encounters. Did you like the 2 encounters? Did you think there should have been more, less?
Yeah, it's fine.
I know today was a bit weird because we had a bunch of backstory, obviously, with it. But like,
Yeah, it was fine.
I don't know.
Obviously, we're not going to be running into a ton of magical stuff yet. I would not mind some magical stuff, but I mean, I understand the
Are you talking
limitation.
about like an item or a bad guy?
Bad guys. I'd love to have a wizard fight.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, maybe there'll be a surprise in the cave.
Yay. It's
Nick, anything?
it's
No.
hard to find low level magic users.
Didn't mean
though.
to
Don't roll so many. Don't roll so many.
Dowroc and Igor in the beginning.
Don't roll any crit. Don't roll back-to-back crits. I'm good to go with that.
Yeah, that was quite funny. I mean, not for you, I guess, but that was funny. Okay.
So did we?
Oh,
Did
go
we
ahead.
level up? Are you giving us a level up? Or...
Where did?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Okay.
You know what? Yes, you get one.
I didn't
Okay.
know. I wasn't sure. I
Get
didn't
a
know.
level up, but just know that it'll be a while before the next one. So
Cool.
Just wasn't.
mainly, it's also just to kind of help since there's only 3 of us. Well, Igor kind of counts, or I become Igor. So yes, you get a level up. I was originally going to do it, like I said, after the first fight, just to kind of give us. But yes, everyone gets 1 level, because John, just so you're kind of in the. So we are all going to. So my campaign's going to end us about level 6.
Okay.
Now, granted, the length of today is not the normal length to level. There's still going to be a lot more in mine. But, and then we're ending Nick's around, Nick, did you say 9?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I assume you will just pick up from 9 until, like, end game. So yes, you all gain 1 level. John gets his little water gun.
I love it.
And then last thing, do you for magic items, do you want the I asked this earlier, but I just want to make sure. Do you guys want the randomness, or do you guys want I kind of would like to have these things eventually, and I can put them with the randomness.
I'd prefer the latter.
I know you're two
personally.
Okay.
What did I want to do here?
So Nick, you just want kind of random stuff too, then?
Random's fine.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because like the water guys or the decanter of endless water was just again a random 5, but we'll see what happens next time. Maybe Dowroc will find something. I mean, he's the one looting all the bodies.
You asked me. You didn't ask John if he wanted to look.
John asked to look around.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
he said,
Yeah,
I want to look around.
I just don't really care about.
He doesn't like gold.
The loot
so
very
he's
much.
like, you can keep gold.
Hmm.
And he just happened to find this, so he was like, cool.
That seems wrong, but okay.
So I do have a question, John, in case I don't want to give you an item that you won't use.
Yeah.
If I give you a cloak at some point, would you prefer to just keep your nature's mantle cloak? It all depend on the cloak I give you.
It would probably depend. I would most likely lean towards keeping what I have, though. Honestly.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Like I said, I don't want to give it to you and then be like, oh, that was a waste of a fine kind of thing. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Because I kind of wanted to, funny enough, I kind of wanted to almost start at, actually, John, did you up, what are you, who did you, oh, sorry, I'm blanking on what I was trying to say. Are you 2 and 2, or are you 3 and 1 right now?
I'm 2 and 2 right now.
Okay. So then you're going to do 1 more level in Ranger, which is the Todd fighting.
Yeah.
And then Druid. Gotcha, okay. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I will head off. But yeah, if you think of anything before the next time and stuff, let me know.
Okie dokie.